Hello, everybody. We are back. So, yeah. After the last Dark Souls video, I tested this like 3 or 4 times just to make sure that the audio was going to be recorded correctly. I don't want to have a repeat of that. But, we are back. And last time, we finished Eden Treaty. And we are finally on Volume 4, Chapter 1. I have no idea what to expect. An academy has disappeared overnight. What's the destiny of the SRT's new students? Let's get into it. Like I said, I have no idea what to expect. Let's just go for it. The Rabbit Squad students are occupying the park, protesting the closure notice of SRT Academy. Squad members survived the harsh conditions of camping in the park. That seems kind of low stakes. An uncontrollable special unit? Okay. That is an old ring. Time passes too quickly, Sensei. This is Nanagami Ren. What? You just call me? Refrain from doing that again. Moving on. I'm contacting you with urgent news. You've been absent from Shale for quite some time. I have? To be fair, yes, I have been everywhere except for Shale, so that makes sense. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. To your credit, reports state you have been crucial in resolving conflicts throughout Kivotos. The General Student Council has benefited from your actions, and gratitude is in order. However, my issue lies within Shale activities. In regard to your reports, as well as the Gehenna Student Council guidelines. Oh, is that General? Did I misread? Yeah, General Student, not Gehenna. Actually, perhaps such conversations are better in person. Sensei, from what I recall, your schedule is open today. Let's discuss over some tea. Please meet me at the General Student Council reception room. Good job getting through that, Sensei. It looks like the scary Ren is going to yell at you. Are you okay? We're gonna go with the first option. I can't say I'm not a little scared. There's no way she's only calling you to yell at you, though. Like Ren said, you've been solving all kinds of problems in Kivotos. Maybe she just wants to give you lots of yummy treats as a reward for your hard work. I don't think so. Let's hope that that's all it is. Alright, Sensei. Time to get those snacks. Off to the General Student Council building. Welcome, Sensei. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Long time no see. Time is a luxury, so let us begin. As I said on the phone, I want to discuss my concerns regarding your handling of some Shale activities. To be fair, I haven't handled any of them. Did I do something wrong? It's not that I don't appreciate all that you've done since you've arrived. Students across Kivotos sing your praises. However, the issue lies in what happens after the conflict is over. I would like you to take a look at these post-operation reports you submitted. Okay. This expense report. The billing statement is not only handwritten, but in Arabic numerals? I get the feeling that's bad? Very much so. Any money amounts written in official documents must be written in Chinese to prevent forgery or other mishaps. I feel like I'm missing a lot of context. How does that prevent forgery or mishaps? And if you would observe here, the seal is stamped 3 centimeters away from the indicated blank. I can understand this one, because if it's being scanned through like a machine, any deviations from the designated zones will like mess up the scan. If you fail to follow official procedure and formatting in your reports, we in turn cannot help you with resolving them. So now that you're here, please revise all of the reports before you leave. I'm guessing that's not a suggestion. It's not. You must resolve your business first. If you had followed proper procedure from the beginning, we wouldn't be here right. Also, would you care to explain the informal tone of this report? While these are confidential documents, they must still be written with the pomp and circumstance afforded to them. She's kept scolding me for a long, long time. Rin? I mean, Senior Administrator. I need to talk to you about something. Yes, Ayu, Chief of Staff? Well, there's an urgent matter. Demolition of SRT Academy was scheduled today. However, just as they were about to begin, students occupied the park to protest the school's closing. We didn't have the manpower to deal with the sit-in, so the demolition is being delayed. Contact the Security Bureau of Valkyrie Police School. The General Student Council's orders are absolute. The students must be apprehended. That's what I thought you were going to say. I'm on it. Seems like there's something wrong. These types of issues have been par for the course since the General Student Council president disappeared. It's nothing to concern yourself over, Sensei. What's the SRT Academy? Which is, yeah, they haven't been mentioned at all, so... SRT stands for Special Response Team. It's an elite academy of specially trained students. They were highly effective force under the General Student Council President's command. With her gone, there's not much point to the organization. So it was like her special task force, okay. Now then, on to Article 21, Paragraph 3, the guidelines. Moments later, Senior Administrator? Yes, Chief of Staff? Well, you see, the Security Bureau was wiped out by the protesters. What? All of them? I thought it was just a few students. It is. It's just one squad. Believed to be just 4 students. But SRT students are way too well trained and well armed to be taken down by just the Security Bureau. I was hoping I would not have to resort to this. Contact the Public Peace Bureau of Valkyrie Place School. The Defense Office will be able to help us coordinate with and dispatch their forces. They may be elites, but the Public Peace Bureau specializes in anti-terrorism. Suppress them. If you say so. Are you sure everything's okay? I know what you're thinking. There's no need for you to get involved in the General Student Council matters. Your only assignment right now is to finish correcting your reports. I'm only saying this to be sure, but I do hope you aren't offering to help to avoid your paperwork. I would never think of that. Never, ever. I'm relieved to hear that, for both our sakes. Then, let's pick up where we left off. In order to revise incorrect seals, moments later, Senior Administrator, the Public Peace Bureau students, every last one of them defeated. According to the report, they couldn't even get close to the park. They were taken out by snipers and by booby traps almost immediately. To make matters worse, reporters from Koronos have picked up on the chaos and flocked to the scene. In other words, things are not going well. Disaster can never choose a convenient time, can it? Well, Rin, I was thinking, we already have the Shale Sensei here. You've read the reports too. Sensei has great leadership skills, and they have influence and authority to ask for backup from really wherever they want. With the Valkyrie students taken out, I think Shale is our best hope. Sensei, as you may have guessed, we've encountered a small issue. While the General Student Council should handle this, it seems your assistance is, in fact, required. I've been waiting for you to say that. As a thank you, I will handle your reports. Just this once. Your job is to suppress the Academy students' protest, and quickly. There may be only a few, but do not underestimate them. They're highly trained and armed with heavy artillery. Valkyrie Police School officers will explain the details once you've arrived at the scene. I'm counting on you, Sensei. Okay, so in her words, we have to go deal with camping terrorists. Okay. It seems harsh. We're under attack. Didn't the rear team have our blind spots covered? Where's it coming from? Did you really think your clumsy movements would go unnoticed? I've been watching you on my thermal monitoring device the whole time. Moe, they're restrained. Do your worst. Bombs away. My moment to shine. Damn. A drone attack. Retreat. Everyone retreat. What was that explosion? Oh, it's Kana. Alpha Squad, report. Everyone, I hope you didn't blink. The infamous Public Peace Bureau has been mercilessly beat back. Look at them run. With the Security and Public Peace Bureau shut down, Valkyrie Police School's last chess piece is the Public Safety Bureau. The students occupying the park are rumored to be from the one and only SRT Academy. Who would have thought they would so completely overpower Valkyrie students like this? Can we continue to trust them with the security of Kibotos? And more doubts pile up. Apprehension is thick amongst the citizens. Shut up. This isn't your business. Do you even receive clearance to film here? This is an operation site. Get out. Look, the corrupt powers of the Valkyrie Police School are now aimed at the media. They couldn't capture the culprit, but now they're taking it out on reporters. How shameful. Get lost. Damn it. On top of everything, we have to field those Koronos pets. This is ridiculous. They're not wrong, though. Did I really have to resort to the Public Safety Bureau? Looks like you've got a lot on your plate. We didn't get rid of everyone? Hey, like I told those reporters, this is an operation site. It's dangerous for folks like you, so please leave. Introduction from the senior administrator? She went so far as to dispatch Shale Sensei. I see. Well, forgive my rudeness. I did not recognize you. I'm Ogata Kana, the public... Blah, blah, blah. I hate these organization names. The Public Peace Bureau Chief. I'm in charge of the operations site. Nice to meet you. As you can see, the situation isn't great. Morale is low because of how brutally we were shut out. And I don't have many options left. The original plan was to compensate for the SRT students' superior equipment with the force of numbers. Now we have less numbers and worse guns. All we have left is... Chief Kana, Kirino from the Public Safety Bureau reporting in. Your orders, please. Looks like the situation's pretty much handled. Let's back it up, everyone. Back to the office. Anyone want a donut? All we have left is the Public Safety Bureau. Oh, hello, Sensei. Are you here to support us? Looks like it. This must be a bigger deal than we thought. With Sensei leading us, this operation is in the bag. Now, it's time to fight crime and keep our city safe. Hold it. What do you think what do you even think you can do out there? The Security and Public Peace Bureaus didn't stand a chance. What in the world is the Public Safety Bureau going to do against the SRT elites? What's your plan? To go against a special unit armed with heavy weapons with only your little toy guns? And don't think I'm not aware of your shooting skills. Well, the plan is to stop the bad guys and help the citizens. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but if enthusiasm could solve anything, we wouldn't be here right now. Remain on standby while we search for another way. Yes. Kirino got yelled at. But who are the students occupying the park? They're members of the Rabbit Squad from SRT Academy. I believe they're first years. Originally, the Rabbit Squad was to be transferred to the Valkyrie Security Bureau, like the other SRT students, but as the demolition was about to begin, they began demanding we reverse the decision to close their school and occupy the park. There aren't many of them, but they're armed with the most advanced weapons from SRT Academy. So we're having a hard time with just our equipment. Anything else I should know? I have some records from the student council. Ah, the Kronos broadcasting drone is there. You can see the suspects in the video. Who gave you permission to film us? I'll give you a taste of my impads and teach you a lesson. Now, Saki. We fought off all their little police officers without breaking a sweat. What's a stupid video gonna do? Maybe they'll even get it through their thick heads that they never should have tried to close down SRT. Hi. You listening, you dummy General Student Council members? Please keep struggling uselessly. I've got lots more bombs I want to try out. If you want to fight, we'll give you one. SRT Academy's name will persevere through us, no matter what. Saki, Moe, please exercise restraint for once. Our goal is to garner an advantage in negotiations through combat, not long-term guerrilla warfare. You'll get wrinkles if you keep that serious face all the time, Miyako. The drone is annoying, though. It's giving me a headache. We do still have an arsenal of ammo left. Why don't we have some target practice? Saki? Have you always been this brilliant? Let's let loose. Or we could take all the remaining ammo and make fireworks. I think I might be drooling. That does sound kind of fun. But are we forgetting something important? I think that something is me. Are you gonna blow me up with everything? Of course not. We would never forget about an ally hidden away behind enemy lines. I'm happy to hear that. All the enemies have gone away. Can I come back now? It's all humid and dark. There's bugs everywhere. And it's scary being all by myself. Don't be a baby, Miyu. We are SRT elites. A true elite would never abandon her mission because of a measly caterpillar. If that's how you really feel, why don't you go do some traffic control with your Valkyrie Police School? You like that better? I don't want that either. Besides, mission isn't over. Oh, wrong person. Besides, the mission isn't over. Miyu, you have eyes on the floating drone? We're going to shoot it down. Report target altitude and coordinates as soon as possible. Whatever you say, Saki. Saki, stop. We don't have any more supplies coming, so we're going to need to ration what we have. This is unnecessary and reckless. I don't want to hear it. Are you giving us orders right now? Yeah, if I want to blow something up, I'll blow it up. The General Student Council President was our leader, not you. I understand, but... Saki, target altitude is 900 meters, distance is 250 meters, compass point is 030. Nice work. Lock on target. Moe, far away. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is just my favorite part. Aim, and kaboom! We lost the broadcasting drone. They dare attack broadcasting equipment from a third party? How were those bastards even allowed in SRT Academy? Definitely something. How about idiots? In Kavotos, we have a saying, I'll fight someone powerful, and I'll fight an idiot. But there's nothing more terrifying than a powerful idiot. We'll need to request support from another Academy District's prefect team. Contact Hina from the Gehenna prefect team. I think we can handle it ourselves. Huh? Have you not listened to anything I've said? We only have about 5 Security and Public Peace Bureau members who can act, including myself. Oh, we get a full team. Nice. Kirino, Fubuki, let's go stop the bad guys. What? Me? Kirino? Please tell me you're joking. What am I supposed to do against SRT? Does this really seem like the time for jokes, Sensei? These students aren't combatants, just small-time idealists who strive for peace. How do you expect these measly, untrained students to do anything against enemies that the Security and Public Peace Bureaus couldn't handle? I don't care how skilled you are. You can't use pawns against a queen and expect to win. Some pawns are only ever meant to be pawns. They're not chess pieces. All students are equal in my eyes. What a piece of work. When, and I say when, things go wrong, Shale will be responsible. Listen up. The remaining Public Peace Bureau members are now under Shale's command. Cooperate with the Public Safety Bureau, and for Kavoto's sake, bring me back some good news. Wait, wasn't this all just a bad joke? You want us to fight the SRT elites? Even the Security and Public Peace Bureaus couldn't handle them. This has to be some kind of bad dream. I wouldn't do this with anyone else. Don't worry, Fubuki. Under Sensei's command, we can overcome any evil. We are the Public Safety Bureau. No matter how small the chances of victory, we must always stand for the safety of our citizens. If I knew this was going to happen, I'd have taken sick leave. Well, if we're successful in this mission, you'll be awarded with an actual vacation. And even better, we'll prove our worth to the leaders, and they'll transfer us to the Security Bureau for our valiant service. I couldn't care less about the Security Bureau, but a vacation on the other hand. Can't say no to that. Public Safety Bureau, Operation Commence. They said that we were going to have 5 people. I feel cheated. Oh, here's our team. I don't know what Fubuki's ult even does. Man, not very good range. This isn't going great, but we're winning. Oh god. Everyone's dead. What in the world? What's got your knickers in a twist? Is there something wrong with the surveillance? No. Their troops are approaching. Didn't we incapacitate the Security and Public Peace Bureaus? They sent out the Public Safety Bureau of all people? I'll eat those small fries for dessert. Well, Miyu's got the area covered. They'll go boom, no problem. I guess. But why would they send such useless students? Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Was that another bug? I'm scared. I'm gonna go home. Oh. They closed the SRT building. I don't have a home to go to. And Valkyrie would never let me join them now. I'm just gonna be left here and forgotten. Alone. Are they sure I can't leave yet? Uh-oh. Huh? A smoke bomb? They didn't warn me any enemies were approaching. I need to report this right away. Don't move, or I'll shoot. It's me. I'm a student of the SRT Academy in the Rabbit Squad. The Rabbit Squad? Saki? Yeah. The smoke signal went off, so I came to see if you were okay. But Saki, you're the one who told me not to leave our positions no matter what. And you sound kind of funny. Do I? I inhaled some smoke. That must be why I'm so raspy. Anyway, stop pointing your gun at fellow squad member. This is weird. She doesn't talk or sound like Saki at all. Use your brain, Miyu. Clover. What did you say? You don't know? Saki would know the watchword and the countersign. You better answer, or I'll shoot. Well, Clover. Huh? I said it first. It's so loud in here, I can't hear anything you're saying. You better answer quick. But that doesn't... Answer, or you'll be considered an enemy of the SRT Academy and I'll shoot. Fine. Carrot. Perfect. The watchword is Clover, and the countersign is carrot. What do you mean? Sensei said the sniper would be easy to manipulate. Gotta give it to him. That was an easy as cake. Thanks so much for the password. Bye-bye, little rabbit. Liar! That was pretty snaky, I admit. Does it seem like the gunshots are getting closer? Miyu couldn't have been defeated by the Public Safety Bureau, could she? Think those silly little police officers with pea shooters could take down our Miyu? Her communications were cut off, though. Something's wrong. I'll go out there to assess the situation. Moe, more ammo, please. Ammo? There's none left. Nada. Not even a single dust speckle. But how? They all went kaboom after our fireworks show. We used everything, bombs, ammo, and all, to blow up one drone. You accidentally used all of it? What, accidentally? Blowing everything up at once? With no care for the consequences? Nothing could excite me more. But there are consequences. The mission isn't complete. How could you just waste all our ammo? Are you stupid? I'm gonna say yes. Oh damn, they've got a good encampment. What was that explosion? Saki, Moe, please report. Are you okay? Communications are down. They must have been attacked. I told them over and over to stay vigilant. I need to make preparations to move our base and rebuild our strategy. Stop right there. Disruptor of peace? Just as Sensei said, their leader was hiding here, occupying a park meant for citizens and using illegal weapons to defy public authority. The severity of your crimes cannot be emphasized enough. Drop your weapons and surrender. I didn't expect their vanguard to arrive so quickly. What to do? The Public Safety Bureau is only armed with short-barreled standard pistols. I can win this, but I have to act decisively and quickly. Well, wait, stop moving or I'll shoot. Seriously. No, I won't come quietly. Stop, or I'll shoot. For real this time. How? Wasn't she pointing the gun in a different direction? Did she deliberately goad me into running and predict my movements? I may have been outsmarted this time. Wait, did I actually hit her? From this far away? I guess my shooting skills really have improved. Not surprised. I'll call that move Strike of Justice, and made it to subdue criminals. And justice always prevails. I'm beat. Not that I didn't have faith in you, but I had absolutely zero faith in the Public Safety Bureau students. All thanks to their hard work. Maybe that's what your real talent is, Sensei. I'll admit, I had my doubts, but I think I understand now you've garnered the trust you have. How? I'd like to thank you on behalf of the Valkyrie Police School once again. Sensei, did you see my strike of justice take down the bad guys? I might be at the level of Security Bureau student now. I didn't think even a child could be tricked by my method, let alone some elites. I mean, it was Sensei's plan, but I did pretty good on the spot, right? I can't wait for my month-long vacation. Do I really have to put up with this? While you did perform well in this mission, it's not a one-stop ticket to do whatever you want. The Valkyrie Police School executives will be the ones to evaluate your performance and eventual compensation. Right now, return to your regular duties and wait for the reward and punishment committee next month. Punishment? I have to wait until next month for my vacation? 1 month is nothing. In 1 month's time, I might be a member of the Security Bureau. Why do you say that like it's a good thing? If that's the reward, I hope I have the option to say no. We were really caught by a bunch of dummies like that? Who's a fool, huh? Isn't it you for turning our ammo into your self-gratifying fireworks display? Are you questioning the importance of, and beauty of explosions? If you think you are, then it's all over. Gone. SRT Academy, the Rabbit Squad, my home. Now I'm going to really be forgotten for good, not just by my squad members. How are you holding up? We have nothing to discuss with you. You here to gloat about your victory, huh? Are you the grown-up who led the Public Safety Bureau students? I gave them a few suggestions. Legendary Shale Sensei, trusted by all, stepping in and waving their extrajudicial authority like a magic wand to solve any problem. It's grown-ups like you I can't stand the most. I hope you trip and stub your toe. If I see you again, it's kaboom for you. Fun. Please disregard the insurgents' insults. They're just bitter and angry. What will you do with them? We'll investigate their motives and go from there. Valkyrie Police School would normally be the one to issue the punishment, but with all the commotion and reporters, the General Student Council's reputation is at stake now. I expect the Chief of Defense will step in. If you want, visit Valkyrie to audit the investigation. Thanks again for your work today. I'll expect to see you again. That's pretty cool. And also, out of the Rabbit Squad, I like Miyu the most, easily. The others just seem kinda... But, to be fair, we haven't actually gotten to know them. But Miyu stands out the most. Interrogation log 977R1. Interrogator Ogata Kana, Valkyrie Police School, 3rd year. Suspect Sarai Saki, SRT Academy, 1st year. Your name? State your name. Are you dumb? Did you forget my name already? You're not asking the questions here. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? Sarai Saki. Affiliation? Rabbit Squad of the SRT Academy. That is, until you closed it down on a whim. Watch your words. Do you understand your situation? Keep resisting, and you'll learn just how I earned the nickname, the Feral Hound. Oh, she's a dog? I didn't know that. Was that a threat? Is that the extent of your interrogation skills? SRT Academy students deal with highly confidential information regularly. We are well trained in dealing with interrogations and torture. So do your worst. You know, I've looked at your records. You are an incredibly talented student at SRT Academy. Nearly perfect scores on written tests, and you handled the practicals as if you had been in combat your entire life. Not a single violation on your record either. A golden student from every angle. So tell me, why would top of her class, dedicated and intelligent Sarai Saki do something like this? Was the thought of being transferred to Valkyrie Police School that horrible? Valkyrie isn't SRT. You're avoiding the question. Answer me clearly. Unlike Valkyrie Police School, SRT Academy follows strict, rigid principles both in the classroom and out. We wake up at the same time every morning, make our bed with precision, train in classes, and continue our duties and practice in our dorms. Valkyrie Police School daily routine? Your most disciplined public peace bureau even wears casual clothes after classes. They play and do as they please after school rather than dedicating themselves to their training. Well, yeah, it's called having a life. You can chain me up, but I will always live as a dignified wolf, not a sheepdog lollygagging in a pasture. Is that really how you feel? Then let me ask you another question. When Moa used all your ammo on shooting down the drone, why did you encourage it? A model student like you surely knows how precious ammo is in a defensive battle. What did that have to do with your dignified principles? Well, because I kind of thought it'd be cool to see it all explode at once. In training, We're always graded on how much ammo we conserve. Fail. Interrogation log 977R2. Interrogator Nakata Tsukasa Ureno. Valkyrie Police School first year. Suspect Kazakura Moe. I couldn't read fast enough. You're Kazakura Moe, right? The one and only. Hey, Miss Officer. You almost done with your little questioning? I'm running out of candy, and I'm bored. Can I go? Absolutely not. We must complete your interrogation. And your concern here is candy. Please keep in mind that you're suspected in a very serious crime. Cooperate, or there'll be no more candy for you at all. All right, Miss Officer. Let me get to the point, Moe. Moe. Why did you occupy the park and disobey police commands? Your sentencing would have been much less severe if you had just surrendered. Leaving SRT would have sucked. Well, I can agree that no matter the circumstances, leaving Valkyrie Police School would have been extremely painful. Our relationships and our memories are precious. I'll note that down. You got it all wrong, Miss Officer. If you gave me a ticket right away from the rabbit... What? If you gave me a ticket right away from the rabbit members, I'd be on the next flight out. Oh, she wants to leave? Miyu's a useless crybaby, and Saki always wants to nag. Nagging queen. Then, what were your reasons for wanting to stay? The big kaboom, of course. The weapons. Valkyrie Police School could have provided weapons as well, if that's what your area of interest. Pfft, those measly little kitty toys. They're not even in the same league. Have you ever felt the rumble of an anti-tank missile tearing through enemy lines? Or seen incendiary bombs that set everything on fire as far as you can see? SRT Academy let me blow up what I wanted, with whatever I could dream of. Even SRT Academy, you're not supposed to do that. At all. Oh, wrong person. Come to think of it, Moe recklessly fired bombs and destroyed shops during that last incident. Although different in nature, SRT and Valkyrie were both created to protect the safety of citizens. But all you care about is blowing things up. Moe is protecting the peace, not your utmost priority? It isn't. Kazakura Moe. Fail. Interrogation log 977R3. Interrogator Nimugaki Fubuki. Suspect for investigation Kazu Mizawa Miyu. So, what's your name again? Jeez, This is a weird-ass name. Kasumi Zawa. Well, okay, so that's a lot easier now. Okay. Kasumizawa, Miyu. I'm a first year in Rabbit Squad. My role is the sniper. I'm 15 years old. I was born on July 12th. Oh, and I like collecting pebbles. She's volunteering a lot of information really quick. I just needed your name. What's gonna happen to me? I know what I did in the parks was really bad. Am I gonna be tortured? Like tickling me all night? Or playing the same song on repeat over and over again? No, please don't make me do it. I'm sorry, I'll tell you everything. You can calm down. Torturing you would be way too much effort. You just have to explain why you did what you did and we can both get out of here. Because I was scared of being transferred to a new school. Excuse me. Why? We're probably the safest school you could transfer to. No, it's not that. It's just that I don't want to have to make new friends all over again. Oh my god, true. I mean, Miyako's the only one who ever really cares about me. But at least I have her. If I have to go to a whole brand new school, who would talk to me? I'm a crybaby and useless. I'll fade into nothingness like a piece of gum on the street nobody even notices. I'd rather sleep with those icky bugs than meet new people. I can see where she's coming from. I see. So you're scared of people? No, not exactly. But people can forget me. I can't stand the thought of being forgotten, all by myself, like a piece of gum. That's why I went to SRT. Now my only home is gone. I'm really scared. Hey, I actually have an idea. Why don't you join the Public Safety Bureau? There's only a few of us, so you'd get in easy. I choose it specifically because you don't have to do anything. I just get to eat donuts and avoid people. Avoid people? So, if I can join your club, I can go to school and never talk to anyone? Ever? I mean, I think never ever is kind of impossible. You do still have to do some things, like weird civil complaints and stuff. Can I just go back to the bugs? Kasumizawa Miyu. There, see, I got her name right. Okay. Interrogation log 977R4. Interrogator Sensei. Suspect for investigation Tsukiyuki Miyako. It's you. It's great seeing you too, Miyako. I assume you'll be conducting my interrogation, Sensei? Stop playing games. My answer will always be the same no matter what. Ask away. How are you doing? That's an unexpected question. I'm as fine as you would expect a prisoner to be. I can't complain much. Are you trying to negotiate with me? Better conditions for a favor? If you think you can get in my head, you're fighting a losing battle. I won't abandon SRT Academy. Why do you not want to transfer to Valkyrie Police School? The first question was unexpected. The second one was bad. I'm keeping count. I'm not against going to Valkyrie Police School. I refuse to leave SRT Academy. Wait, what? And why do you not want to leave SRT? Better question. SRT Academy has a unique sense of justice. Can you tell me about it? Maybe I've relinquished my right to talk about justice. It's a word you hear a lot here in Kavotos. Students of Trinity, Gehenna, and even Valkyrie all fight for their own brand of justice. I think their brand is trite. Justice is the path to preserving truth. Inherently, the path has to also be based on truth. If this is so, justice shouldn't change no matter who carries it out. All those academies, Kavotos security organizations, everyone mixes politics and justice. And so, justice becomes a sword they wield for their own self-interests. They taint it. SRT Academy. At SRT, we serve justice with principle, unaffected by society and politics. She's making it sound pretty good. It didn't matter if it was me, or Saki, or Moe, or Miyu, or who our enemy was. Every member of our organization was dedicated to that path, to preserving truth. It's these principles that made me love SRT Academy ever since I was little. I respected the justice they pursued, unaffected by the inherent selfishness of humans. But I guess for all my idealistic spouting, SRT disbanded, and I became a criminal. I'm a failure. If I had led my allies better, cooperated with them, united them, I wouldn't have let them down. I wouldn't have let SRT down. You did well. You're weird, Sensei. I don't think I deserve that compliment, especially from you. We planned everything in advance. On the other hand, you put together a strategy, understood and maximized your allies' talents, pried open your enemy's weaknesses, and overwhelmed us entirely in an emergency situation. I didn't stand a single chance. Experience is a sharper sword than you'd think. Can I ask you again, how are you doing? My answer is the same. Unless you think you can stop SRT Academy from closing, I don't need anything from you, Sensei. That I can't make any promises on. Well, then no, I won't stop fighting for SRT Academy. We'll go on fighting for what we believe in. We'll keep SRT Academy's justice alive. Even when there's no hope, I won't give up. She passed. Oh, postponed. That's all of the suspect's interrogation records. Good work, as usual. Thank you for your cooperation. Has their sentence been decided? Well, honestly, I wanted to try and assimilate them into Valkyrie Police School after a period of detention. But the General Student Council was involved, so the consequences from this incident go way further than my reach. They're calling for severe disciplinary action. They're considering expunging their academic records and essentially exiling them. There's no way to reopen SRT Academy as they requested? You're a softie, aren't you? I wouldn't accommodate a criminal's request even if I could. The closure of SRT Academy was the General Student Council's decision. Even with all your authority, it would be nearly impossible to reverse it. Who would I need to talk to? I can't answer that question. I believe I can help with that. Is that... I'm jumping with joy to finally meet you, Sensei. I'm Shiranui Kaya. 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 I don't know, how would... whatever. Representative of the Defense Office under the Kavotos General Student Council. Pleasure, Sensei. My name is Shiranui Kaya. Kaya. Jeez. Chief of Defense of the General Student Council Administration Board. Chief of Defense? You haven't heard of it? Administrator Rin didn't explain about the board, did she? Nope. Ugh. Truly a woman of few words. Well then, allow me to be your teacher, Sensei. The General Student Council exists to process all of Kavotos' administrative tasks. This heady task is mainly handled through the Administration Board. The Administration Board is composed of 11 committees, such as the Treasury and the Regulatory Committee. Senior Administrator Rin, as you know, is in charge of the General Office, which oversees all of this. And I'm from the Defense Office. We're a hard-working group keeping the students and citizens safe from any bad guys who threaten Kavotos. That must keep you busy. It would be remiss of me to claim that. It's not hard to give orders. Chief Kana and her staff are the ones who are running ragged to keep peace. But you know, things have been unstable since the General Student Council president disappeared. Uncertainty, political unrest, the whole shebang. If it weren't for Shale stepping up to fill the hole, I certainly would be as busy as you think. So I have to thank you again for all you've done. Maybe offer a couple... Maybe over a cup of tea one day. Does the Defense Office manage SRT Academy then? Well, you see, the Valkyrie Police School students are under the Defense Office's command, but... That entire explanation that I just gave of our organization structure, none of it applies to SRT Academy. So they're independent? Kavotos has many academy districts outside the General Student Council's jurisdictions, or clubs that privately manage security within their districts. For example, if a student breaks a law within the Gehenna district, then they're punished by the Gehenna prefect team's laws, not ours, right? But say a student commits a crime in shared zones like DU, where Shale is. Then the Valkyrie students will step in. Easy enough, right? But the problem occurs if a student commits a crime in one district and then flees to another. Who then is allowed to arrest them? There are even cases of student councils from other districts, academies, helping to hide them away. Ah. We do try to send notices seeking cooperation in these types of situations, but well, the students don't always get along. The schools don't always get along. I can understand that. Thus, we came to the creation of SRT Academy. SRT Academy was intended to be kind of like you, actually. An extrajudicial force that can take action against criminals regardless of where they are. Naturally, with the approval of the General Student Council President. Is that Metal Gear? In order to achieve that goal, only the most talented students were selected, and they were armed with the best of the best equipment. Oh, that's Wakamo. And to be sure, they quickly proved their usefulness. The Fox Squad, a troop consisting of senior SRT students, successfully arrested Wakamo, known as the Fox of Calamity, and an elusive criminal throughout Kavotos. And then, poof, the General Student Council President disappeared. The president was gone, and so was the person responsible for SRT Academy and all of its operations. I would like to say no one wanted to take charge of the highly trained, incredibly well-armed students, but it was more like no one could. Our defense office was put in charge of the SRT students at first, but our attempts were restricted because of the state-of-the-art equipment. And in the end, SRT Academy was reduced to an empty shell. I don't feel like that's a good enough reason to shut it down. That wasn't the only reason. Honestly, most executives wanted to maintain SRT Academy for when the General Student Council hopefully returned. I was among those. But, well, you see, the Fox Squad members realized that their existence was being threatened. They weren't the type to stand idly by while we dismantled their way of living. The students you mentioned before? Yes, the top squad of SRT Academy that arrested Wakamo, the Fox of Calamity, and several other serious criminals. Until just last month, the SRT students were still armed with all of their advanced equipment. Hearing wind of plans to shut down the school, the Fox Squad armed themselves, attacked the General Student Council, targeting a few of the loudest voices against them, and then disappeared. Not only were some of the Sanctum Tower's facilities burned down, but many student council members were seriously injured and hospitalized. That was when the senior administrator stepped in. She ordered the full closure of SRT Academy and immediate retrieval of all weapons. Yeah, that's an understandable response. But before we could do so, the Rabbit Squad ran away, taking the weapons with them. You won't find a single sympathetic soul in the General Student Council right now. Sensei, I hear you really care about all of your students. Honestly, I'm at the end of my rope here. The Rabbit Squad members are going to have their academic records expunged. The remains of the SRT Academy will be a handful of criminals and vagrants. But they're not vagrants. They're elite students who were handpicked for SRT Academy. To lose such talented students, it would be a loss to all of Kavotos. The end of my long monologuing comes to this. Can you convince the Rabbit Squad members to transfer to Valkyrie? If they agree to transfer, I'll convince the other chiefs of staff not to expel them. I don't know if I can. I do know I'm asking no small task of you. It's not about convincing them, but I can't force them down a path they don't want. I suppose the rumors about you are true, Sensei. All these students have fought tooth and nail to join SRT Academy because they believed in it. And as their teacher, you won't ask them to bend their ideals to suit the General Student Council's needs. Well, I suppose I never agreed with forcing them out either. How would I look? What? Oh, how would I look the president in the eye when she comes back? What a situation. Technically, the rabbit squads should be punished to the severest degree possible for their actions. But rules are meant to be broken. Chief of Staff? Oops, I'm not supposed to say things like that, aren't I? Let's forget about that one, Chief Kana. Sensei, the Defense Office will gladly cooperate with you. I'd like to see the happy ending you envision. Please guide the students to their dreams. Instead of the disciplinary council, I'll let you decide the Rabbit Squad's fate. Send them wherever you want to go. Keep them in Shale. Whatever you want. Well, unless what you want is to reopen SRT Academy. My influence has its limits. You sure about this? I've never been more sure. The administration board has faith in me, and I'll make it... What? And I'll make it up to the other chiefs of staff one way or another. It's a small price to pay for our ultimate goal, right? Please guide SRT Academy to whichever future you believe in, Sensei. Jesus Christ, I'm glad she's done talking. Too many words to get to the point. Everyone, how are you doing? I didn't know you were here, Miyako. Oh my god, I'm so glad that everything, like the dialogues are so much simpler now. Miyako, thank goodness. Gang's all here. Looks like they finally ran out of questions. They ran out of lollipops, so I'm pretty much done with this place. Moe, they're hardly going to just let us walk out of here. The fact that we're all here together means they've decided our sentencing. And after everything we've done, I expect our academic records will be expunged. Oh boo-hoo, SRT Academy went kaboom. So it doesn't matter what they do. But what if it's even scarier than getting kicked out of school? Well, I guess. Watch out, Miyu. They're gonna drag us to an underground facility and do weird illegal experiments on us. You'll be first since you're the smallest. Me? It's over for us. I'm sorry. If I'd been better, you all wouldn't have been in this situation. Why are you apologizing to us? You think we would ever do something we didn't want to? Even if you were the squad leader? Don't take this the wrong way. Or do, actually. But Miyako, you're not the leader of anything anymore now that the Academy's gone. Don't act all high and mighty. We had no expectations of you from the beginning. God damn. I just... Hey. This weirdo? Shale Sensei? Eh. I guess I'm not very welcome here. You're still here, Sensei? Do you have any unfinished business at Valkyrie? Are we the unfinished business? Yep, I'm here to deliver the administration board's decision. No. Spit it out. We'll take whatever you throw at us. You're free to go. Huh? For once, I'm speechless. Does this mean we can go back to SRT Academy? Free to go anywhere except SRT. I had my hopes up for a moment. We must have been placed in Shale's charge since Sensei was the one specifically... We must have been placed in Shale's charge since Sensei was the one to successfully suppress us. Too many S-words. I understand the situation now. What is your order, Sensei? What do you want your order to be? I don't think that's how this works. I just want to go back home. I want a fluffy bed and a shower. My social battery is spent after all that interrogation nonsense. Why don't you rest at the Shale's dorms for a while? Suspicious. What respectable teacher invites female students to their dorms, I find it hard to trust you as well. You probably hate us because of what happened. You've come up with an evil plan, haven't you? I've heard rumors that Shale is ridden with wiretapping devices. It is, but that's not my fault. Are you going to blackmail us? Sensei wants to use us for their shameful desires. What kind of person do you think I am? We can't accept your offer. Our mission from the very beginning has been to resist General Student Council's decision to shut down SRT Academy. Seeking comfort in the Shale dorms would negate all our actions. Well, I'm not part of General... Well, I guess I am. Is it? Is Shale under General Student Council, or is it technically separate? And where at Shale would we continue regular training? Resisting it and relaxing in the dorms isn't conducive to the rigor and discipline we believe in at SRT. Man, I thought everyone was going to start talking simpler now. Are you going to let me blow things up at Shale? Huh? I still think Sensei is scary. Why don't you camp out at the park then? Kosagi Park? Where we had our protest? That actually isn't a bad idea. The park reminds me of our field warfare training grounds. It's sort of comforting. And all of my toys are still there, but there's no ammo left, so I guess the closest to home we have. The optics aren't great if we return there, however. It'll look as if we're being allowed to continue our protest. Are you sure that's okay? Sure, I'll pack your bags. We're not your usual powerless students to protect, Sensei. We still don't trust you, and we still don't need your help. No amount of kind words or gestures will change our minds. I'm really here just to help. You confound me. Until next time, then. Next time, you'll be our enemy. Haven't we been from the beginning? Miyako, wait for me. The next morning, I went to the park to check on how the rabbit squad was doing. I feel like a core memory has just been unlocked. Like, in the Pokemon anime, didn't everyone fall in Team Rocket's pitfall traps like all the fucking time? The Shale Sensei? Here I thought it was a dirty stray dog. A dirty stray dog, you wound me. It's your fault for getting caught. We're securing the perimeter against possible intruders. Is that our least favorite sensei? Oh, I'd be careful. I buried a mind around here. Where is it? I don't know. Let's see. How to find it. I guess if something goes kaboom, voila! We found it! You guys are turning this park into a war zone. Well, how else are we supposed to protect ourselves? This is basic procedure. Apparently, anti-tank mines and exploding traps blah 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 isn't basic procedure, though. I'm guessing Miyako told you that? When on a mission, you can never be too prepared. Never be lulled into a false sense of security. That's what losers do. Saki, Moe, are you both okay? I heard a lot of noise coming from over here. It's Sensei. Hello, Sensei. What business do you have before the sun is even up? I wanted to see if you needed anything. There's nothing for you to worry about here. SRT students are well trained for these kinds of situations. Yeah, we could pinch a tent and get a fire going with our eyes closed. Survival skills are a must for any SRT student. Well, we're hardly in the wilderness here. We have running water and electricity. It's practically a 5-star hotel. And there's lots of shade too. So look out, dude, you isn't bad. The situation is entirely under control, Sensei. You may leave. Yep. No issues whatsoever. Nada. Zero. Zilch. That makes me suspicious whenever you... I doth think thou protesteth too much. Okay, yep. What was that noise? It was thunder. Maybe you should prepare for a thunderstorm. Saki, your tummy has betrayed us all, you dummy. It's not like I can help it from can stop it from happening, alright? I want to go home. As I said, we're all quite content here. Is that so? You ever heard the term hangry? It means I'm angry because I'm hungry. You see, Sensei. You know what? Fine. Yeah, we haven't had a single crumb of food since yesterday. This base was built from a retrofitted park. And the only consumable thing is water from drinking fountains. And there isn't anywhere we can request supplies from. Should have gotten food rations from SRT Academy. Who brought this anti-aircraft missile instead? Can you eat an anti-aircraft missile? Huh? Hey, don't come after my missiles just because you're hungry. They're important too. I think about the glitz and glamour of its kaboom. And anyway, Miss Hypocritical, didn't you bring a bunch of textbooks? Why don't you eat the paper? The blasphemy! We're still SRT students. How could a dedicated student possibly leave their textbooks behind? There are some shops around, but our student accounts were suspended, so we have no money. And now we're going to be left here, forgotten and starved, slowly wasting away into nothingness. I want to go back to the SRT building. Not fair. Is that an instant cup ramen? The Mitoshin brand chicken soy sauce ramen? I normally only drool this much for explosives. Brought a lot of different flavors. Well, if the ever-generous sensei is simply insisting we take the ramen, what's a little girl like me supposed to do? Stop right there. I would beware of accepting that. Providing essential goods to people in desperate circumstances only to extract whatever they want in return as an extortion tactic is as old as time. We don't know what Sensei's true motivations are. Don't be fooled by their supposed kindness. I really just don't want you to starve to death. Are you looking down on us, Sensei? Any agent worth their salt knows not to consume anything you didn't personally pack during an operation. I'll never accept your extortion food. What are you doing? We really aren't going to eat a single bite, you know. Add boiling water and wait 3 minutes. Food torture. Ugh. Is this a new form of torture? It's getting colder as we speak. Stay strong, Rabbit Squad. I see Sensei's cunning tactics to break down our will. I guarantee Sensei is waiting for us to take the bait and attack. That's right. Do you really think you'll break our will with a cup of cheap instant ramen? I want something 100 times yummier if you're going to extort me. If that's what you want, I'll eat it. Saki, I'm losing concentration. Can't you smell the umami in the savory broth? Sensei's every slurp drives me even closer to madness. Stay strong, Moe. The elite students of SRT can't be brought down by one measly cup of ramen. Everyone, take a deep breath and focus. Remember how we learned to counteract the torture methods with antipsychotic drugs at the academy? Oh, Jesus Christ. The stimulus of ramen's smell may be strong, but our will is stronger. This is worse torture than tickling, but I'll do my best. We'll never give up on SRT Academy, Sensei. Add an onsen egg. That, just now. That's an onsen egg, wasn't it? Look at the soft consistency of the yolk. It can only be one thing. The thick, salty broth is seeping into the barely set egg, turning it into savory pudding like treat. Prepared with all the fixings like that. Even that cheap instant ramen cup. Must be delicious. Do you want some? Yes. Valkyrie has even better ramen, I've heard. I knew it. As I said, an extortion tactic as old as time. I'm changing words. You've revealed your true colors, you evil grown-up. I agree. That was mean, Sensei. I thought I was the crazy one around here. I'll reiterate. We have no intention of transferring schools. You thought you could take advantage of our abysmal situation, but we remain here. Where we can preserve the convictions and justice we've always fought for at SRT Academy. Creature comforts are no substitute for conviction. What's this? Go to this address and you can get fed for free. You're offering us food? For nothing in return? I've made it clear. We're not students you can help, Sensei. Sensei's sudden shift in tactics is suspicious, to say the least. But... understood. I don't believe we have much choice but to accept. So thank you, Sensei. Do you really believe that Wily Sensei has no evil intentions sending us here? Maybe our conviction swayed Sensei's mind? Please, Miyu. This is why I can't stand you. Do you really think our googly eyes and grumbly tummies made someone like Sensei go, "Oh dear, I have to help these poor students out of the goodness of my heart"? I don't know. Sensei seemed sincere when they gave us the note. Maybe they'd even help us bring back SRT. This should be the place. Where's the food? Saki, catch me. I think I'm gonna faint from hunger. Wait, isn't this where Shale's office is? There's only old weapons and junk. They should be here by now. Oh, it's Sora! Hey, Sensei directed us here. Ah, yes. I'm glad you found it. I'm so happy Sensei set this up for me. You must be... the bento disposal specialists. Bento disposal specialists? Yes, our convenience store isn't the most popular, so we end up having a lot of old product. Usually I have to get rid of them myself, but it's a lot of work for someone as small as me. When Sensei told me they found some people to come dispose of them for me, I was so happy. They're right here. Oh no. Did I offend you? Oh my gosh. Are you not the disposal specialists? Oh no, not at all. That's us. The bento disposal specialists at your service. We just weren't sure if this was the right place. Oh, that's a relief. But the looks on your faces are a little scary right now. Because we're hungry. I mean, Because we work so hard, you know? You don't happen to have any old milk or drinks, do you? Oh yes, of course. Let me bring you everything right now. Are you stupid, Moe? Accepting expired lunches? How could you stoop so low? They're about to expire, not expired, okay? What else are we supposed to do, Miss Superiority? But we're the Rabbit Squad of SRT Academy, elites of the elite. Well, go get your panties in a bunch somewhere else. I'm gonna enjoy every last delectable bite of lunch myself. Ooh, wait a second. I didn't say I wouldn't eat. Please, Moe. Is this the end for us? Is this our lives now? Begging for food like stray dogs, never knowing the sweet comfort of a home-cooked meal? Sensei, I will never, ever forget this insult. Never. Yeah, well, just eat. A few days later, I visited the park to check on how Miyako and the rest were doing. uh, hold it right there, Moe. Who said you get to eat blah blah blah, get to have the yakiniku bento? I did, actually. What are you gonna do about it? You took the shogayaki bento yesterday. It had the most meat. Give me that back, and take this mung bean sprout bento. Make me. I don't see you jumping at the chance to eat that junk. Hi, I'm still here. Can I eat this Vienna sausage bento? Yes. They don't like it? Will you settle down? You're acting like wild dogs fighting over the last bone. It's undignified. We're not even certain where our next meal is going to come from right now. The best thing to do is to fill our stomachs while we can, and not fight amongst ourselves. Oh yeah. Do you want the mung bean sprout bento then? I think I'll eat this karage bento here. No one wants it, right? That's the most expensive one here, Miyako. You're not doing anyone any favors. So how's it going? Is your superpower bad timing or something? I promise we're not fighting over old expired bentos. What are you doing here? We were about to have a nice, friendly lunch with our beloved squad members. You have a weird definition of friendly. Maybe you're the weird one, Sensei. To you, it may have looked like yelling, but to us, it's simply our very fair, democratic process of distributing our rations. No matter the results, we are comrades in arms who dedicated to our cause and each other. We're all willing to make necessary sacrifices. I'm sure you don't mind sacrificing the yakiniku bento then. If you don't take your stinking hands off that bento. Well, this is embarrassing. But as Saki said, there's nothing to concern yourself with. Our initial food supply problem has been resolved. We're fine. Is it resolved? We've just been scrounging through thrown out bentos. Are you surprised, Sensei? Your little plan to humiliate us with leftovers as bento disposal experts went flop like a dead fish. Yes, the disciplined students of SRT Academy would never let something so trivial deter us from accomplishing our mission. You thought you would humiliate us into submission, but it backfired. Now we can survive here for as long as we want. So go away. You say that, but you looked a little peaked. Do you have a fever? Are you sick? No. Don't come closer. Take one more step, and I'll show you the strenuous combat training we've received at SRT. Why are you panicking? Well, here comes embarrassment number 2. Stop inching closer, or I won't miss next time. Why is everyone on edge? Because of the smell. I shower every day, I promise. No, it's not that, Sensei. Have I smelled bad this whole time? Has no one told me? Damn it, Sensei, no, we're the ones who smell. Saki, have you ever heard of, how do you say it? Oh yeah, shutting up. Don't tell me you don't feel gross too. I can't even remember the last time I showered. Why don't you go to a public bath? Does money grow out of our ears? We can't even buy food. How are we meant to afford public baths? I don't want to wash in public restrooms anymore. Can't even take a real shower in them. Having to rough it out is par for the course during our operations. It's not very sustainable in the long run. If you need a place to get cleaned up, you could use... Yeah, see... They're gonna think... Never mind. I've never heard anything more suspicious in my... See, I know it. And we've heard some pretty suspicious things in our time. What are you gonna do while we're in the shower? Are you gonna steal our weapons? I've seen this on TV. Sensei wants to sniff our icky, stinky clothes while we shower. Isn't that right, Mr. Weirdo? This one's been... First the tickle torture, and now... This is... It hasn't been shy about certain fetishes. What do you think? What do you guys think I am? An adult who can't be trusted. Evil incarnate. Someone I'd like to blow up? Maybe it won't matter. This is cruel. The point is, please refrain from visiting the park until we can shower. You can refrain from visiting us again at all, actually. Until we can shower. And just when would that be? We have no hot water, and a cold shower in this weather is a recipe for illness. Oh, how about I throw an incendiary bomb into the bathroom, and it'll warm up the water? Noi, you're just too smart sometimes. I think that'll just make everything dirtier, including us. What about an empty drum barrel? A drum barrel? We could fill one with water and light a fire underneath it. I've seen it done before in Yakiako Academy. It seemed to work. Do I look like a freaking ninja to you? You want it to die? Another dumb idea from a dumb teacher. They only do that in the old movies. Seriously, are you an old fart sensei? Maybe. Excuse me. I hate to say this, but what are our other options? Install a tub in the park? That's expensive. We're a bunch of broke students. Moe, access Kavoto's digital resource management system and locate any work sites utilizing drum barrels nearby. Everyone else, gear up and be ready for dispatch. Dispatch? Have you lost your mind, Miyako? Successful operations aren't just flashy shooting skills. Without meeting our basic needs, the squad will never be able to perform at their best. So starting now, commence Operation Carrot. Secure a drum barrel tub. This is Rabbit 1. Time is 2100 hours. I've arrived at the Point Delta. Area clear. Confirmed. Moving to retrieve the carrot at Point Echo. Hello? Camp Rabbit back in her element. Squad members, GPS signals locked and loaded, baby. The loading dock security is changing shifts, just like we planned. So dance your pretty little self down to Point Echo. I'm still not thrilled about this. I didn't ask, Sensei. If your intention in coming was to lecture us, you're not needed here. A special ops site is no place for you to be anyway, Sensei. I'm just worried something might happen. Are you worried we might steal something? Do you think so little of us? Students of SRT Academy are dedicated to our mission, to protect the safety of citizens. We would not steal civilian property. Based on our intel, an empty drum barrel here are already scheduled for disposal. We won't cost them any money. In fact, we negate their disposal costs and labor. Why not just ask for them? Sensei? Sensei does think that little of us. Do you think we're beggars on the side of the street? We won't get down on our knees and ask someone for their trash. Get it through your head. We're the elite members of SRT Academy, and we will not accept your charity. Valkyrie's charity, or some stupid industrial company's charity. But before... Well, with the bentos, I don't have to defend myself. We secured discarded bentos through our own effort. That was not charity. You'll never break our pride. Rabbit 2, you need to lower your voice. We're on enemy turf. Let's move out, Rabbit 2. Lead reconnaissance ahead, but if you see the enemy, do not engage. Oh? Who died and made you boss again, Miyako? Rabbit 2, please refer to my codename during missions. This is basic protocol. Oh, now you're a sticker for protocol. Stop trying to distract from my question. What gives you the right to order me around? I'm the leader... blah blah blah. I'm the squad leader of Rabbit. Oh? And who made you the squad leader, huh? Wasn't it those little snotheads from the General Student Council? The ones who shut down SRT Academy? So tell me, considering we're rebelling against the General Student Council, what makes you think you still get to boss us around? I don't think this is a matter the two of us can decide. Both operations suck. Oh, both options suck. Bleh. I don't want to pick sides. Understood. For this mission, Saki will take the lead of Rabbit Squad. Rabbit 2, your orders. That's what I thought. We're just dealing with a bunch of security guards, not trained enemies. I received top marks on my simulated extraction techniques. Just watch me. Rabbit 2, where should I stand by? Oh, as our sniper? Well, I wrote down notes on effective sniper placement. Not that one. In an urban environment. Jeez. Boss made me drink too much at dinner again. I need to go to the bathroom. Enemy approaching. There's not supposed to be a patrol route this way. He's looking for a bathroom. That wasn't in the plans. Saki, he's coming towards me. What should I do? I suck at hand-to-hand stuff. Can I run away? So, take the high ground. Get as high as you can. According to the textbooks, the basics of sniping involves securing a higher line of sight. Wait, Saki, no. High points might be good for sniping, but she won't be able to escape. Shut up, Miyako. I got this under control. Did I just hear something? Intruders. You thieves? Are you after the latest shipment? Who are you calling a thief? Everyone engage. Make your way to Point Epsilon and be sure to cover each other's backs. We're outnumbered. Man, I don't know how I feel about this one. Like this chapter. Everyone just yaps.
無意味な抵抗です。無意味な抵抗です。
Let's see what everyone does. Stuns enemies. Okay, so it's like a mark of death. AoE stun. Can we hit both of them? We can.
功です。移動します。これは痛いぞ。ポジションを変更します。援護射
Let's
撃。
try, what, Miyako was it?
皆さん下がってください。
Oh, it's single target, right. Let's not do that then.
火力支援を始める。援護します。少し本気を出します。SRT に入らなければよかった。
She's in a trash can.
これは痛いぞ。到着を確認。すぐに進入します。ポジションを変更します。
They seem pretty good as units, though.
昔のことはお気になさらず。
I like her trash can, it's cute. Where did those thieves go? They're here somewhere. Search every nook and cranny. Stop calling us thieves. Saki, please be quiet. Hostiles are still nearby. Rabbit 1 reporting to camp. We've arrived at Point Echo, and the carrot has been secured. No injuries to report. But our original evacuation route is blocked now. And more enemy reinforcements are on the way. Oh, wow. Saki messed up again. I'm so surprised. Not. Little Miss top of her class, but absolutely trashed at actual fieldwork. Shut up, Moe. I'm still better than you. I don't understand. I thought it was the perfect plan. No such thing as a perfect plan in real life. I thought I could show off SRT's strength to Sensei. Instead, I just embarrassed myself in the academy. Wait, where's Miyu? She's not with you? Her GPS indicator is right next to yours. That didn't make sense. Miyu, that dummy. She left her radio in the bag. She must have panicked and left it when the enemy started approaching her. Let me think. Miyu has a tendency to follow orders to a T. You said go as high as you can. I would assume tower crane at building B. There's no way. That area's crawling with security guards. There's no means of escape from there either. She's got to be stuck up there. What should we do, Saki? Is that even a question? Operation Carrot is now a rescue mission. We'll have to leave the drum barrels. There's no way we can fight and carry them at once. Unfortunately, yes. Getting Miyu back safe and sound is top priority as of now. But we are severely outnumbered. We need to prepare for some damage on our end. Sensei? You have a plan? Put these drum barrels... Is this a Metal Gear reference? I'm sorry? You want us to hide under the barrels all the way to Miyu's location? We need realistic solutions, Sensei. I've read about something like this before. In one of our textbooks, they talk about some legendary agent who would hide under boxes and barrels and pull off impossible infiltration missions. How do you intend to move around? A rogue drum barrel moving by itself will only draw more attention. Look, it's not the best, but what else are we going to do? I would rather use my precious textbook as a coaster than listen to evil incarnation over there. But Miyu is in a situation because of me. I can't let her down. Understood. I'll put my faith in you for this mission. Find and equip yourself with the drum barrel. Let's move out, Operation Carrot. Save Miyu. Might sound crazy, but has that drum barrel always been there? There's a drum barrels all over. It's a loading dock. What's gotten into you? That's what I said. That's why I said it might sound crazy. I swear the drum barrel was moving just a second ago. Did you drink too much at dinner again? Well, sober up. The boss is going to have our heads if we let the thieves get away. I don't understand it. How's this working? I gotta admit, I was pretty skeptical. but this is the easiest infiltration we've ever done. If I had known they would be this effective, I would have brought more for the future missions. It would have been a little difficult just for us to carry any more barrels back. Wait, what? Did I read that right? It would have been a little difficult for just us to carry... Okay, yeah, okay, I understand now. When we get back to SRT Academy one day, we can request some budget be allocated so you can purchase as many as you'd like. Miyako barrel. Rabbit 2. We're reaching the rendezvous point. Prepare for contact. Where did everyone go? Saki? Miyako? Anyone at all? The sensei? If I talk too loud, the guards will come get me, and I think I forgot my radio. It's really happened this time. They forgot I exist and went back home. I'll fade away like a bad dream. They'll laugh and make memories, while I will turn into dust on the crane. What's that? It moved? It's a moving drum barrel. Miyu. Miyu! It knows my name? Wait, it's talking? What the heck is that? A new UMA? Or the creepy crawly doom of impending chaos? Hurry up and get in here. It's a monster. It wants to eat me alive. Please spare me, barrel monster. I'm so tiny and not yummy, I promise. What are you saying? Come on, get in there already. I've been abandoned and forgotten in this cold, lonely world. And now, I'm gonna be gobbled up by the evil barrel monster? I wanna go home. Are you serious right now? Miyu, pay attention. It's me, Saki. Saki? I disguised myself as a drum barrel so we could come rescue you. Look, no scary drum monsters. Saki? I thought you forgot about me for good. You really think we would do that? Come on now, no more crying. You're an elite agent of the SRT. Okay. Come on, into the drum barrel before the guards come around. Intruders. Oops. A little late for that. Hate to break up your reunion, but you've got reinforcements coming from left, right, and center. Rabbit 2, it's your call. How do we engage? The textbook response in a situation like this is... run. They quickly fled to the park, protecting themselves from the rain of bullets with the barrel drums. Actually, I read that backwards. Whatever. Those persistent security guards. Did we actually lose them? Whoa, 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 whoa. Who let this thing in? Is it a cryptid? Or one of the crawling chaos of Kavotos? Is that a reference to something? I can't figure it out. Maybe I should make it go kaboom. Stop joking around, it's us. And how did you and Miyu have the same exact reaction? What's this crawling chaos nonsense? I'm relieved everyone made it back. And not only that, but all in one piece. You weren't hurt, were you, Sensei? Trusty Barrel. I'm glad. If Sensei had been injured accompanying us on a mission, the General Student Council would have had our hides. Saki, do you need some medicine for your poor little ego? Miss Perfect didn't last 5 minutes as squad leader before everything went kaboom. Admit it, you're just about as good as me at field work. If it weren't for that small mishap, I should have sleepwalked through that mission. Oh, what? Man. Again, I just think there's too many words. Why do things never work out the way they do on paper? Because reality is different from our textbooks. Regardless, the operation was a success. We retrieved the carrot and no one was hurt. And that really is thanks to you, Saki. Thanks. More importantly, I'm sweaty and smell like gunpowder. I'm dying to scrub all this grime off. But bathing while camping isn't as easy as turning a knob. I had a feeling you'd say that. Ta-da! I got firewood and towels all ready so everyone can take a nice toasty bath. You procured all these before we even finished the operation? That's technically against procedures and would normally require discipline. But the whole point of the operation was to take a bath, right? Rabbit Squad, bath time. Yay. Wait, why does she have a incendiary grenade? Now that's the stuff. I've missed this. Hot baths after a mission are the best. This drum barrel serves as a surprisingly comfortable bathtub too. And the temperature is just right. It's perfect now. But what if it gets hotter and hotter all of a sudden while we're boiling? Haven't you heard about frogs slowly boiling alive? Oh. Don't worry, your crybaby little head too much. Look, that thermal imaging equipment is keeping track of the temperature. I'd even say it's getting a little too cool in here. How about I sprinkle in some thermite powder on the firewood? For once in your life, would you stop thinking about incendiaries? Is your brain just wired wrong? And it's perfect right now anyways. I'd rather not turn us into rabbit stew. You know what, mentioning that, none of them have actual rabbit ears. I must say, it's sort of charming. All of us bathing together in a park like this. Let's come camping again one day, after we achieved our mission and reopened SRT Academy. Are you okay with bathing out in the open like this? Of course. There's no one watching. Long missions often require us to bathe and change together like this, so it's nothing new for us. And this park rarely has visitors. Any that do come in this far will be met with our landmines and automatic turrets. But you know, now that I think about it, technically there is someone watching us. I didn't really know where to go. Standing guard? You're spying on bathing students right now. Leave. Leave right now and never come back. I knew the creepy teacher was going to do bad things to us while we were invulnerable. Moe, I hereby authorize you to use every single incendiary you own. Blow up, pervert. Hey boss, we got some newcomers at the park nearby. People are transient in nature, much like the wind. They will come and they will leave. You must not allow your inner peace to be disquieted over such an insignificant event. If they do not leave, however, they must learn to coexist with us. They must embrace our ideals of non-possession and find release from the worldly desires of society. Tell me, do you believe they will be able to be enlightened to commit to our noble cause? There's no way. They're the greediest people we've ever seen. They've been ravaging the stores for the discarded bentos we used to be able to find everywhere. Now we can't even find a mung bean sprout bento to spare. Battle of the Hobos? And their sticky fingers seem to think everything belongs to them. They've been collecting blocks of wood to tarpaulins and more. We probably wouldn't even be able to repair the sanctuary anymore. Oh dear, it appears our newfound visitors are a group of gluttonous goblins. Very well, comrades. Take up your arms. Let us teach these immoral, greedy gluttons. A lesson on the joys of non-possession. Yep, hobo battle. I was out at a nearby market to shop for some supplies for Shale. Is that you, Sensei? Oh, hi, Kirno. What an unexpected meeting. Hi, Sensei. Nice to see you, Kirno. Yep, I'm patrolling the streets to protect peace. And, as an added bonus, checking out all the street vendors here. There's so many different snacks in this area. I recommend the butcher shop near the front there. Their fried croquette is one of the best things I've... Huh? Of course, that's not why I'm patrolling in this area. That would be shirking my duties. It just so happens that many troublemakers tend to hang out there after school. I never doubted you. Thank you, Sensei. But Sensei, I heard you're taking over supervising the SRT students now. Has there been any trouble in that department? They could be threatening you for food as we speak. Or have they forced you out of your living facilities and taken over in a rampage? There's nothing to worry about. Oh, I'm surprised to hear that. Considering they're dangerous enough to point their guns at police officers, I was very concerned that they might resist you at every opportunity, Sensei. But of course, that's simply the limitless charisma of our Sensei. Not even those horrible students could do anything about. I can only hope to become an exemplary adult like yourself one day, Sensei. I'm not as impressive as you think. You're so funny, Sensei. But if you do run into any problems, don't hesitate to ask Valkyrie Police School. Valkyrie students are standing by 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to ensure the safety of all our citizens. We've also increased our patrols recently, considering all the atrocious rumors as of late. Atrocious rumors. Unfortunately, there's been an influx of armed homeless people terrorizing this area. Based on their appearance and incessant fighting over discarded boxed lunches, we've deduced that these individuals must be homeless people without a permanent residence. Apparently, they're armed with heavy firearms as well. That's why we've increased our patrols. They even snuck into a guarded harbor and stole a load of waste material. They're incorrigible bad guys. It is strange, though. They're reported to be armed to the teeth, but only seem to be after trash. It's an enigma, but Valkyrie Police School is on the case. There's no way. What's wrong, Sensei? Did you think of something? It's nothing. I see. Well, please be sure to report any suspicious activity you see. There seems to be no end to issues today. We've already had our hands full of policing delinquent students with their personal firearms, and now there's a rogue, unknown group that's heavily armed? At this rate, I'm going to be wielding a pea shooter against a flamethrower, or worse. Maybe this is my chance to make a supply request for the Public Safety Bureau students to have the latest firearms. I think you already know the answer to that one. I guess I do. Our duties aren't even technically to fight crime head-on. And seeing how there's barely enough budget for bullets these days, I can't be selfish. I'll continue protecting citizens and students of Kivotos, even if I have nothing but my bare hands. And I'm still looking forward to the possibility of being transferred to the Security Bureau as a reward for our recent achievements. Then I would receive better firearms, therefore a better way to protect the peace. You can do it. Sensei's encouragement always motivates me. Now, if you'll excuse me, the street vendor is calling my name. Oops, I mean, back to patrol. Go back. Hey, you. Are you Sensei? Yeah, that's me. I've got a bone to pick with you. Will you come with me? This is an aesthetic? Okay, so I'm... back to being kidnapped. I inhaled the smoke. The suspicious individual sprayed in my face, and my vision began to blur. Then I promptly lost consciousness. Well, I think that was kind of obvious. You're finally awake. What the fuck? I do apologize for the poor hospitality of my comrades. We don't often deal with guests. You must understand. You are... Descartes. Ah, where are my manners? Is it Descartes? I think so. Descartes. I'm the leader of this organization, the Perusers of Non-Possessive Happiness, or the Pursuers for short. Non-possessive happiness? You mean to say you've never heard of our organization? We're well known amongst the pursuing a lifestyle of minimalism and peace. To not have heard of us, you must lead an egregious life of excess. Of course, I already knew that. I already knew that you were a selfish human who orders your minions to rob poor folk of their food. Don't recall that. Don't play dumb. I've seen you and those rabbit-eared students plotting and scheming together. You mean the SRT students? It makes no difference what they're called. We call them greedy pigs. You are sabotaging our path to enlightenment. What did we sabotage and how? Society calls us by many names. Leeches, neats, homeless, good-for-nothing layabouts. Such names are facetious? You call us layabouts. We are noble ones pursuing non-possessiveness. Non-possessiveness? The people of Kavotos today wish to possess everything they lay their eyes on. The newest tanks, expensive rifles, cozy bunkers that block missiles. And so they buy more and more, wishing to fill the gaping hole within them with possessions. The more they purchase, the bigger it grows, until it consumes their very being. He's not entirely wrong. True happiness comes not from having, but from not having. One must be willing to release their attachment to worldly possessions, to let go of the shackles of society, and only indulge in what we must to survive. Be free. We are not leeches upon society. We chose this life, to not work, to not own, to not possess. We freed ourselves of material greed and instead freed our souls with our impoverished lifestyle. But then, in the midst of our noble pursuit, a group of intruders arrived. These intruders donned rabbit ears and the most expensive equipment on the market. Their insatiable appetite knows no bounds, plundering every bento they could lay their greedy fingers upon. They're like a virus, devouring all in sight. They refuse to leave behind even a mung bean sprout bento. Yakiniku bentos are so popular that they're rarely discarded as it is, to monopolize such a luxury solely for themselves. This senselessness is a slap in the face to all we stand for. Don't you stand for letting go of material attachments? Well, you see, don't change the subject. Either way, we cannot stand idly by and allow this squad of rabbits or bunnies or whatever have you to carry on with their greedy acts. Now, the reason I brought you here is to make a demand. As the leader of these miscreants, you will tell them that from now on, all yakiniku bentos belong to the pursuers. They're really just my students. Student or subordinate, what does it matter? As their teacher, simply make them listen to you. Don't look at me like that. Are you truly so incompetent you cannot control your students? You want it to come to this. Don't move an inch. I'll call them on your phone and make my demands. I'm trying to tell you they're not going to care. Now, where's the rabbit squad in your contacts list? Here it is. Oh, they actually answered? I'm surprised that much. Yes, Sensei? We're busy making dinner. Am I speaking to the leader of the rabbit squad? We are the pursuers of non-possessive happiness, or the pursuers for short. A collective of monks in the city in search of true happiness. We are noble. They hung up? Maybe they thought you were a phishing scam? This is why enlightenment eludes these deplorable students. Hello? Don't hang up this. Don't hang up. This isn't a prank call. We have your precious sensei hostage. If you don't meet our demands, you'll never see sensei again. They're gonna say good. Oh, okay. Tell sensei I said bye-bye. They just hung up? Again? Are you really there, sensei? How could these callous students not show the slightest bit of concern for you? What is wrong with all of you? Kind of a long story. Drat. But our plan was flawless. I was supposed to be rolling in expensive bentos by the end of this. I didn't plan for their absolute lack of enlightenment. How about I try calling them? You? Personally? I'll allow it. However, trying to call the police would end very badly for everyone. The pursuers are all heavily armed, and not afraid to fight for our noble cause. Again, sensei, I stayed up all night and I want to go to sleep. If you call us one more time, there's an abandoned top quality Wagyu bento here. Did you think your precious students would care if they heard your voice? You got hung up on, just like me. The only way to salvage this situation is to blackmail some other students with the sensei. SRT, everyone back up. Saki, it's against protocol to use the Academy's name when we're not on official business. I want the top quality Wagyu bento, please. I've never had Wagyu meat before, even at SRT. I promise, since I said there was some there, I traced their cell right to where you are, so bring us home some meat. I didn't even know you could move that fast. Oh, hi, Sensei. Sensei, where's the top quality Wagyu bento? Rapid collection is the key to preserving freshness of a bento. Once a discarded bento passes its expiration date, every second counts. So, as soon as Moe informed us of your call, we dropped everything and came as fast as we could. So the thing is, you completely fell for our plan. You came here driven by your human desire, and were led astray by it. Imbeciles, like you are driven by greed and consumed by it until it leads them to utter ruin. What's this weirdo saying? Where's the top quality Wagyu bento? Of course there's no Wagyu bento here. They always sell out immediately when they're in stock. But what we do have here is a lesson on the joys of non-possession. Comrades, rise up. Let us instill our noble cause in these greedy goblins. Who the hell are these guys? They appear homeless, but all their weapons are state-of-the-art. We're surrounded. Don't panic. Lure them into a tight space. We'll funnel them through a choke point and pick them off one by one. You think we're scared of your weapons? Small fry are still small fry. Throw whatever you can at us. You're no match for you're no match against SRT elites. I can probably take down the snipers on the second floor. Alright, I'll help you with that and deal with the front. Miyako, you have our backs? Always. Stay safe. Watch out for my watch out for my signal before the flash bomb. That's your cue to spread out for information. Whoopsie. Spread out information. Well then, Rabbit Squad, move.
皆さん警戒は怠らないように。先生ご指示を。
Oh, new enemy.
ポジションを変更します。火力支援を始める。援護します。しかし本気を出します。クリア。前進します。これは痛いぞ。皆さん探してください。無意味な抵抗です。
Oh, so it's a buffer. I see.
ポジションを変更します。無意味な抵抗です。総員衝撃に注意してください。しかし本気を出します。 SRT の力甘く見るなよ。これは痛いぞ。ポジションを変更します。皆さん総員衝撃に注意してください。
So I'm guessing they're all penetration types?
昔のことはお気にな
I wasn't really paying attention. They're too strong. Run! Comrades? Where are you running? The enemy's still here! These wimps don't have the guts to get a job. Of course they hightailed it out at all. I'm going home. I don't want to be a hobo anymore. Wait, no. You have to fight for me. Oh no. My precious base. All my expensive decorations I worked so hard to collect. It's all burning up. What happened to giving up worldly desires? Shut up. Shut up, you. Everyone likes nice, expensive things. You. If it wasn't for you. Site A clear. And I took out all the snipers too. Site B clear. Besides those that escaped, all the enemies on the first floor have been neutralized. Nice and clean, everyone. There might not have been a payload, but no one got hurt. Miyako, come check this out. I think this is a bunch of canned food. Smoked salmon? Bacon? Ooh, bacon. There's even some scallops preserved in oil. What a payload. Imagine eating our bentos with these delicacies. Wait, keep your grubby paws off that. I've been saving that high-quality canned food from Ginsuma to have with a drink. Miyako, I found a bunch of other stuff too. Sleeping bags, tarpaulins. We can put this under us when we sleep. The ground gets so damp when it rains. Great job, Miyu. Moe, please arrange for some transportation. There's a lot more loot than we expected. We won't be able to carry it all. Loot? Loot? That's all my stuff. It's all mine. My things. My precious possessions. My everything. You can't have it. Ah, yes. I too love the noble pursuit of non-possessiveness. Call this trash your precious possessions? I don't see your little minions anywhere anyways. I don't think you'll need any more of this anymore. Correct. And you were also the one who baited us with false information and attempted to kill us. I don't believe this even begins to compensate us for our losses as a direct result of your actions. You leeches, neats, you useless hobos, why the hell don't you go out and work to earn your own food? If you're so strong, why are you scrounging all over expired bentos anyway? Go get a real job. Be mercenaries for something. I don't care. We're not mercenaries. We're SRT agents. Then you really shouldn't have stolen our bentos in the first place. Citizens in poverty battle for survival every day. You think you can just flash your big fancy ribbon and bully everyone into doing what you want? Huh? You hypocrites. Us? Hypocrites? Look in the mirror sometime, buddy. Noble pursuit this, non-possession that. Meanwhile, your supposed enlightenment is just a phony scam to hide the fact that you're lazy good for nothing. A real monk wouldn't care if they were eating wagyu or mung bean sprouts. Shut up. I deserve to eat yakiniku bentos too. Break it up. You shouldn't steal his things. I'll buy what you need. We don't need your help, Sensei. Neither do we need to listen to anything you say. But... weird. I don't have much of an appetite. Must have worked too hard. I think I'll just eat mung bean sprout bento at home. Me too. Yes, I believe we may get stomach aches if we force ourselves to eat. Camp Rabbit, this is Rabbit 1. Please cancel transport. Operation complete. We're returning to base now. What about the top quality Wagyu bento? Since said it was there. Regretfully, it looks like they're plumb out of the top quality Wagyu bento. Luckily, we have the mung bean sprout bentos from today. They're even a few days before their expiration. Does no one appreciate me? I already arranged transport. Sorry, Moe. Think of it as non-possessiveness. Didn't you see? The glowering look of greed in their murderous little eyes. It's just as I said, attachment to material possessions blinds people with greed, which inevitably leads to violence. As Saki said, you should look in a mirror. Me? Blinded by greed? Nuh-uh, not in a million years. I am enlightened one. I understand what true value is in this lost society. I may have lost comrades today, but I can rebuild. Actually, I just had a thought. Sensei, why don't you join the Pursuers yourself? All you must do to join is to prove your commitment to non-possessiveness and give up a very, very small portion of your things. I'd rather eat mung bean sprout. I don't know what that is. Man. I hope this one picks up, because compared to the last volume, honestly, this volume so far may fall below even volume 2. Like with the game development department. I hope it picks up later. Hello, everybody. I think this is the first time I've actually wanted to take a break in the center of doing one of these videos. But during my break, I tried to gather my thoughts on this. And I believe I understand why I'm not really enjoying this one all that much. So, every volume that came before this had an end goal that was made apparent. Volume 1, it was save Abydos. Volume 2, it was save the game development department because they were going to get disbanded. And then that later became Alice's blah, 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 little thing. Then Volume 3, it was the Eden Treaty. Though that one wasn't too apparent at first. At first it was just finding the spies. This one doesn't have that. SRT's already disbanded. There's no goal to work towards. And then it certainly doesn't help that the characters just actively hate you from the get-go. Like, how are you supposed to connect with people who are just antagonistic towards you? So, I feel like this chapter is just like anime filler, right? Like, That's the best way I can describe it, is it feels like filler. It's not a good look. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm just saying I'm not liking it. So I'm at a 5 out of 10. I'm apathetic. That's not what you want from a story. It is a story, and that's all I'm getting out of this. Maybe it'll pick up. Maybe I'll feel better. But right now, this ain't it. I wonder if that's the public opinion regarding this. A few days later marked the start of Kavotos' rainy day season. Jeez, it's turning into a rainstorm out there. I hope Kavotos didn't turn into a lake. We might be dealing with the aftermath for this for a while. But I'm sure each school is taking the appropriate measures to keep their students safe. I am a little worried about the SRT Academy students at Kosagi Park. There's not much shelter at the park, not even a building for them to hide in. I hope they don't catch a cold. Rush? We're gonna rush? That didn't sound like a rush. Sounds like a walk. The tarp has holes all over it. Miyu, we need more tarps. That was the last of it. We're all out. Damn it. We weren't prepared for this at all. Moe, are you still protecting your metal junk? Are you crazy? Put them down and come help us. Over my dead body. If any of my calculations equipment gets damaged, I'm gonna show you crazy. These cost more than your life is worth. What about our guns? Our ammunition? I think your stupid equipment is the least of our concerns. Here's another thing. They're just always at each other's throats. Like, I know I'm a negative person, but geez. If this rain didn't let up, we'll lose everything. Are you done with the waterproofing? The spillway outside the park needs to be expanded, and soon. The storm sewers are clogged with mud and are about to overflow. We need to free them up before we all drown. I'd love to help, but we're short-handed over here. If we let go, everything's going to blow away. That was not the kind of explosion I like. It was a bolt of lightning that hit the park. The buttress holding up the command tent. It's collapsing. It's pretty loud for just a tent. The command tent caved in. All of our ammunition is underwater. The communications equipment is ruined. This is it. The end of the line. It's okay. Don't give up. We just need to expand the spillway, and I'm sure we can recover and repair some of the equipment. Forget about the stupid equipment. It's over, Miyako. Us, SRT Academy. Everything is over. Saki, if I'd known this was going to be the end result, I never would have tried. What are you saying? We all took an oath from the beginning. We swore to each other that we wouldn't give up, that as long as we kept putting one foot in front of the other, we could carry SRT Academy's mantle ourselves. Didn't we? Pretty words and pretty oaths, Miyako. That's all that ever was. We can't keep up our little game of pretend forever. How did we end up here? When did our duties become to scavenge for food and steal empty barrel drums so we can shower? We were better than this. We used to debate the intricacies of justice and bring down felons. Now we're just fighting over expired bentos with hobos. True. Tell me, Miyako, is this what you meant? Is this how you keep the name of SRT alive? This isn't the SRT I knew. All our worldly possessions are sitting a foot underwater. Living out on the streets was fun at first, but it's growing tiring. Miyako, I want to go home. Where are you going, Miyako? After all this, you look this disaster full in the face and want to continue? Yes. I will keep SRT Academy's justice alive. I will never give up. The current is so strong. I don't know how long I've been working. I can't feel my hands and feet. Maybe they were right. Maybe I am a fool. But the justice I believed in, the school that I loved, no, you won't break me. Sensei, you here to persuade us again? We don't have time for your silly jokes. Not today. I don't care what you have to say. I have to clear the spillway, or we really will be flooded. Sensei? I don't understand. You just need the dirt cleared out? Yes, that's right. You're holding the shovel all wrong. Give it. Wow. Mummies until the end. I want to help. The rabbit members and I worked tirelessly on repairing the spillway for hours. The rain finally stopped. Y'all pulled through. Sensei, why do you continue to help us? We've told you again and again that we won't be persuaded. I've been trying to solve it this entire time, but I don't understand. What do you hope to get out of this? Just helping. Is that so? Most of our equipment is waterlogged and damaged beyond repair. No kidding. But we did manage to stop the park from flooding completely. Thank you, Sensei. I suppose we wouldn't have made it without Miyako, though. But Sensei, wasn't your ultimate goal to get us out of this park? What kind of stupid Sensei would work so hard to help us stay here? We knew Sensei was a dummy since the first moment we laid eyes on them. You shouldn't talk to your Sensei like that, Moe. We've rejected your help so many times, and you still came running today when you thought we might need you. Thank you, Sensei. Later, I took my soaking wet self back to Shale. Perhaps it was the manual labor in the rain, but I ended up having chills and aches for a few days later. A proposal? What is it for? Just look at it. A proposal to repair and maintain the facilities in Kosagi Park that were damaged by the flood. The task in itself isn't difficult. But how is this pertinent to Shale's activities? I mean, not exactly. Then tell me, is it pertinent to the SRT students? Your silence speaks volumes. I've read the report from the Chief of Defense. SRT Academy students have taken up residence in the very same park they staged a protest in, and you've been looking after them. A conundrum. It isn't my place to criticize you, Sensei. The Shale organization is structured in a way I couldn't, even if I wished. So instead, my opinion. The fact that these students are living at the park is immensely distasteful. Because they're occupying a public space? Hardly. It's a remote park with very few visitors. It would have been demolished at one point down the road, regardless. However, SRT Academy was at one point granted special immunity from the president of the General Student Council to maximize their effectiveness. But privileges should only be granted when it serves a purpose. With no purpose, privilege is dangerous. You're already well aware of how the SRT is perceived by most of the General Student Council. They fear them. And now you would like to house and arm these students who, in all technicality, are still in open rebellion? Imagine the chaos that would ensue if the administration board were to hear of this. Is there anything you can do? No, there is not. I met with every single chief of staff to enlist help, but every single response was a resounding no. And now you've ended up here. You certainly have been busy, Sensei. Would you like some tea? There's no need. I suppose the urgency you feel can't be placated with pleasantries. Then right to the point. I'm afraid I can't help you either. No matter what its students say, SRT Academy no longer exists. As much as I've tried to find a loophole, it's impossible to use the General Student Council's budget for students in a non-existent academy. I tried to finance the park's renovation as an excuse, but that didn't work out either since the area's plans for redevelopment have already been approved. I'm afraid the extent of my power is maintaining the students' academic records so their data isn't expunged. I'm sorry. I wish I could have a better option for you. You've already done so much. Sensei? Have you enjoyed your time with the students of the Rabbit Squad? I guess. I'm happy to hear that. Please continue to look after those students, just as you have been. I don't like her. Ugh. Back then, at Valkyrie Police School. What a coincidence. Hey there, Sensei. Do you have business with the Chief of Staff? Yes, you as well? Oh, well, more or less, personal business. I expect I'll see you again, Sensei. Welcome, Public Peace Bureau Director. I'm glad you could make it. You look like your head is on a chopping block. You're not in trouble, Kana. You know what? Kana's always acted really suspiciously around Kea. Like, she suddenly stops being talkative. Well, she's not talkative to begin with, but she talks even less. And I might be stretching this, but don't they say dogs can usually detect bad people? And Kana's a dog, apparently. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'm just looking too much into this. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just don't like Kaya. I just wanted to report on my last request. Tell me, Kana, how much progress have we made on the reconstruction of Kosagi Town? Well, preparations are complete, at least. But there's a stubborn group of hippies squatting in an abandoned building. We haven't been able to get them to vacate, and it's causing delays in demolition. Come again? Oh, her eyes opened. Big trouble. Public Peace Bureau Director, perhaps you misspoke. The valiant Valkyrie Police School, protectors of Kavotos and keepers of peace. I would like you to think very carefully before you answer my next question. Are you to tell me that the elite of that school, the Public Peace Bureau, could not muster the competence to rid us of a handful of hippies? Ma'am, they're not your average run-of-the-mill homeless population. We don't know how or where they procured them, but they're armed to the teeth with state-of-the-art weaponry. They outmatch our riot gear and haven't been able to gain a strategic advantage. Plus, those SRT students you helped out have settled down in the nearby park, making it even more difficult to move. I believe I told you to think carefully about your answer. Are you blaming me? No. I beg your pardon, Chief of Staff. You see, Kana, I like people who take responsibility. Me in my position as Chief of Defense, as your director, we need to take responsibility for the duties of our roles. What I'm hearing from you right now, Director, is presumptuous nonsense. It is a disregard for your responsibilities. I hate that. And when people do things I hate, they end up in the same place as those SRT students. Oh, Kana, just a little joke. But since you're struggling with my request, some advice. Are you familiar with the lesson of the 3 arrows? A single arrow will snap like brittle bones, but a bundle of arrows will not crumble so easily. And so, what do you do if you encounter a problem the brittle public police bureau cannot solve? Simply gather more to your cause. You don't mean... I'm going to find someone less witless than you if you can't figure out what I mean. Yes, ma'am. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to reading your report. Why is every single person I work with entirely incompetent? I must have done something in a past life to deserve this punishment. You don't mean us, I hope. Oh, don't be silly. You're the best partner I've had in my entire life. I bet that's the Fox Squad. I will say, I didn't expect the Rabbit Squad and Sensei to become such fast friends. Quite the opposite effect of what I had intended. As an expert, what's your take on the situation? It's unexpected, but not surprising. Wait. That's not Wakamo, is it? Because they did say that Fox Squad had captured Wakamo. So if Kaya is working with Wakamo, then it would be in our best interest to get rid of the SRT squads. It's unexpected, but not surprising. A boring answer as usual. We'll keep a close eye on them. The fox and the... I can't even read that. Ina Rizushi. Inari Zushi. Before heading to the Rabbit Squad, I visited nearby town to grab a meal. But for some reason, not a single eatery in town was open. Well, that's odd. Come get it while it's fresh. Hot Inari Zushi. Good afternoon, customer. If you're looking for a meal, can I interest you in some delicious Inari Zushi? If you're on the go, this meal is for you. The deep-fried tofu pockets are rice-filled so you're filled. Probably shouldn't use filled twice in the same sentence like that. It didn't flow right. And luckily for you, I made a new batch. You'll never find it fresher. Alright. Thank you for your business. The streets are pretty empty today, so I was scared I wouldn't sell anything. It'd be a real shame to waste all this food. Come to think of it, all the stores are closed too. Well, it's natural with all the redevelopment efforts starting soon. Oh, you haven't heard? I thought everyone knew. Rumor has it that they're going to build a new subway station here. And they're going to build a new shopping center on top of it. Seems like they're going to have to demolish everything demolish the old plazas first, though. It's the biggest old construction company behind it. What was their name again? They have a big octopus logo. Is it going to be Kaiba Corporation? Yep. Yes, that's it. Kaiba Corporation. Apparently, Kaiser Construction is staking the future of their company in the redevelopment of this area. But in the process, some residents were rudely ousted from their shops. Well, at the end of the day, I'm still a part-timer, so I'll always be able to find a new job. Wow, you must really like my Inari Sushi. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of my recipe. My friends and underclassmen used to always say I had the best Inari Sushi they'd ever tasted. My friends from school say that is. Since you bought so much of my Inari Sushi, I'll get you some of the hot gossip. Kaiser Construction hasn't even begun their redevelopment here. Because, according to another rumor, the entire project might end up just being cancelled. Why's that? Well, the homeless population around here. I'm sure you've heard of that, at least. Some group of hippies got hold of a bunch of heavy-duty firearms, and they raise all manner of hell whenever Kaiser Corporation workers get even close. To make matters even worse, a group of heavily armed students are occupying the park now. It seems like even the police have given up on security around here. With all these unexpected problems, I guess Kaiser Constructions is considering just getting out of the whole mess. Students in the park. Oh, do you know them? You know, I kind of consider gossip my speciality. Here, take another Inari Sushi on the house. Do you know those students at the park? Do tell. I don't have anything to say about them. I see. How disappointing. Well, I know a thing or two at least. Apparently they're students from an elite academy. That's where they got all their high-tech equipment and how they took over the park. But the thing the rumors haven't addressed is, what are they doing living on the streets instead of their academy? Do you think they got kicked out? Or maybe it's just a silly prank? Or maybe they're just dreamers. Idle dreamers, reaching for the impossible futures. What a wondrous privilege of the sheltered, to dream. Is it hard, Sensei, leading a group of students who won't come down from the clouds? Nope. How so? My job is to nurture their dreams until they can't help but become reality. You confound me. I don't hate the way you see it. Do what you think is best. Well, I think I'll close up shop. I probably won't get any more customers today. What's this? The leftover Inari Sushi. I wouldn't be able to finish all of it, so here you go. Refrigerate them for later. Or I'm sure there are hungry students around that would appreciate them. Thanks for the chat, Sensei. We'll meet again. Yeah, she's definitely part of Fox, right? I can't see her armband all that well. Halt! Stay back, or I'll shoot. Hey, open your eyes, crybaby. This is what happens when you're too much of a scaredy cat to even look at the intruder. It's just Sensei. Oh, I'm sorry. Just Sensei. Here I thought another dog had wandered in. Like they don't think I don't have feelings. Anyways, why are you here? No one asked you to be. Wait. What's that smell? Inari Sushi? Miyu! Miyu! A napkin! I'm drooling. I can't remember the last time I had Inari Sushi. Well, actually, back at SRT Academy. I don't think you would. But didn't you... you didn't buy these, did you? Yes, I spent a lot of money on it. Suspicious. Saki, inspect it first. You don't know what it could be laced with. For the last time, it's just food. Hi, Sensei. Is that Inari Sushi? How nostalgic. The upperclassmen at SRT used to make and eat inari sushi quite a bit. See, I knew it was Fox. I do hope they're doing well. Thank you, Sensei. Let's eat. Well, she went straight for it. I explained the entire situation with the rabbit squad while eating the warm snack. So the General Student Council refuses to provide any aid, and a construction company intends to redevelop this entire area. While I naturally didn't expect much support from the General Student Council, the situation is more dire than I thought. And in this situation, all our gear and equipment is damaged from the flood. Well, we always knew we were fighting against odds when we took this mission. If we run out of bullets, then we still have our hands. They won't be able to stop us. I knew you were going to say something like that. But we have no more supplies, and no one's going to help us. They're probably just waiting for us to be too weak to fight back. And then we're going to go be sold on the black market and tortured. Whoa, what? Deep breaths, Miyu. Sensei is looking after us, and I won't let that happen. But in reality, we barely have enough firepower to fight off a squirrel, let alone the Public Safety Bureau. If only we could repair the machine guns and turrets around the park's outskirts. Have you silly gooses forgotten about me? Who? Your resident supplies expert. At your most honorable service. Barter system. Moe, do you have some solution for our supply issues? We have no money. No way of making some. Did you call yourself the supplies expert? Is this the same person who wasted all of our ammunition to make some stupid fireworks? You have no eye for art. Ammunition is never wasted in pursuit of beauty and explosions. It was an essential sacrifice. Do you want me to bail us out or not? The wonderful person that I am, I can get us supplies without spending a cent. Can't have you robbing a bank. How could you suggest something so awful? SRT Academy exists to protect the citizens. We'd never engage in such behavior. Sensei, do you think so little of me? My tip-top secret for supplies acquisition is the barter system. People have been bartering for things they want since before we could talk. And so, easy peasy lemon squeezy, we'll trade off our valuable items for new and wonderful incendiaries and weapons. The problem with your plan lies in the fact that we have no valuables. We have expired Yakuniko bentos. Are you a dummy? You would think we're trading with those hypocrite monks? What we do have is the missiles and bombs at the outskirts of camp. My babies. I can't believe I'm suggesting selling off my precious babies, even if they're water damaged. But my bleeding heart will live knowing that a caring owner will love them the way that I did. And then my beautiful, splendid babies will be detonated like they deserve. Always explosions. I agree. Those are very expensive explosives. But they're also very broken ones. How are we going to sell them? I'm not literally the squad's... what? Am I not literally the squad's unit supply specialist? I got connections you can't even dream of. Just name one. My little friend, Kaiser Industries, is a subsidiary of Kaiser Group. And they're the big guns for weapons on the black market. Get it? They sell to hard-up mercenaries who'll take anything they can... Okay, that makes sense. So, sell defective products to mercenaries, of course. So if anyone's going to take good care of my rusty little babies, it's Kaiser Industries. And voila! In return, I get you your ammunition and guns from Kaiser itself. I'm in shock. Moe came up with a really good idea. Was there something in the bento you ate yesterday? That must be it. I'll make you go kaboom faster than you can say rabbit. Well then, would you like to see the expert at work? Greetings, Kaiser Industries, the leading purveyor of top-tier firearms. How may I help you? Long time no talk, buddy. It's SRT Academy's supply manager. Our VIP client. Greetings. What a pleasure to speak with you again. Can I help you today? We have some brand new missiles I think you would love. Or, oh dear. Were there any issues with the cluster bomb you purchased? I would be glad to assist you with that as well. Moe, did you just say cluster bomb? A girl's gotta do what she's gotta do, right? I used my own money, not SRT budget. And it was for personal reasons. That makes it even more suspicious. Actually, I wasn't looking to buy anything today. I was hoping to sell. Sell? Well, we don't usually allow purchases from our sales line. But our VIP clients have special privileges. What was it that you were hoping to sell? I hope you're ready. You may blow your circuits. I've got loads of state-of-the-art stuff. Stuff you won't be able to find anywhere else. Infrared image-guided anti-aircraft missiles, scalable cluster grenades, remote-controlled anti-tank rockets. That's quite the list of rare weaponry. You're sure you're willing to sell them? I know. The deal of the century. Imagine how your boss would praise you. There's a small matter of a little rust, but you know how it is with the humid weather. That's not a little. Shut up, Sensei. I'm trying to make a deal here. Well, such special equipment is always in demand. This is a little out of protocol, but I suppose... Very well, I accept. Is the same account we have on file still correct for payment? Ah, so you see, I've unfortunately been running into some issues with my account. It should be resolved soon, but until then I was hoping to get paid in weapons and ammo instead. Weapons? Ammo? I didn't stutter. I'm willing to let go of anti-aircraft missiles for a bunch of measly guns. Strong ones, of course. Or if you have, thermo-pressure grenades, or white phosphorus smoke grenades. While I would love to assist you, we unfortunately just recently sold our entire stock of weapons. What? The entire stock? Yes, an anonymous customer recently bought us out. Who on earth would buy that much firepower? Why? The only reason you would need that much is to go to war. I cannot tell you that. As a VIP client, you must understand. You would be rather upset if we divulged your private purchase history, no? Well, they all know about the cluster bombs now, but yeah. I'm terribly sorry, but let's pretend this exchange never happened. I do hope we'll have more fruitful dealings in the future. What in the world? What psychotic world do we live in that Kaiser Industries just has no more weapons? What has this society come to? More importantly, Moe, when and how did you become a VIP client at Kaiser Industries? I knew there were discrepancies with missing inventory in the squad supply ledger. You told me I was crazy. Getting gaslit. Moe, I don't want you to go to jail. Wait a second. Can you guys go back to being worried about supplies? Don't sweat the small details. Kaiser Industries might have let me down, but you know what never does? Second-hand auctions. I already made a post, so just you wait for the buyers to come to rolling in. Who's gonna buy all this crazy equipment at some second-hand auction? You may be an uncultured neophyte, but underestimating these auctions will be your first and final mistake. Look, a message. I told you it wouldn't let us down. Wait, seriously? What, is it like a Craigslist responder? I'm still a bit shocked. Moe really found someone to buy our rusty, useless missiles? They even paid us in cash. I've never seen so much cash in my life. Did no one else find the buyer suspicious? They show up with their faces completely covered, have wads and wads of cash, and don't even inspect the weapons? What? What if it's bad cash? Like black money? Oh my sweet summer child, cash is cash. We can buy new toys and ammo, and that's all that matters. But also, Saki, what was with all that solid fuel and gasoline you ordered? You can't blow up anything with that. I couldn't buy my aerosol bombs because of you. Are you stupid? Do you not want us to cook dinner and fly around the helicopter with your precious babies? Huh? Explosives aren't the most important thing in the battlefield, you know. You calling me stupid? You're stupider. Name one thing that's more important than explosives. I can finally breathe a little. Nowhere near our original stockpile, but we've mostly replenished most of what we lost in the flood. At the very least, we should be able to secure our perimeters for a while now. Help me? Speak of the devil, an intruder. Come, my little babies, time to go kaboom! No, damn it, I'm asking for your help. What do you want? It's against protocol for us to involve ourselves in civilian affairs. Yeah, so buzz off. Go ask your pathetic friends or whatever you call them. Pursuers! Short for the pursuers of non-possessive happiness. Thanks to you guys, most of them have left me. I told you greed was evil. The Public Peace Bureau of Valkyrie Public School have driven the rest of us out by force and destroyed our treasured possessions. My things! The Public Peace Bureau? Those uppity cops wouldn't spare half a cent on a bunch of hobos like you. Maybe you mixed them up with the Security Bureau? I'm not stupid, I saw them, I swear. That psychopath went postal on our beloved sanctuary, swinging around some crazy weapon I've never seen. Is that Kana? Show me the bullet marks on your gloves. Scorch marks from thermite and traces of direct hits from high-density bullet cores. These weren't ordinary bullets. They appear to be high-explosive incendiary armor-piercing ammunition, or HAYAP? You can tell just from the bullet traces? That actually is pretty impressive. Not always, but I've studied these in textbooks. Although it's my first time seeing HAYAP bullets of this caliber in person. Same here. It's too expensive and impractical for use in personal firearms, so they're never produced. Well, until now, I guess. The only company with the capability to mass produce these is Kaiser Industries. So the ingrates who bought all of our weapons from Kaiser before I could was Valkyrie Police School? But this kind of weaponry has to be super expensive. And seeing how there's barely enough budget for bullets these days, I can't be selfish. At this rate, I'm going to be wielding a pea shooter against a flamethrower, or worse. Are you okay, Sensei? Yeah, just lost a thought. Do you fall asleep standing up? It looks like Sensei has at least one talent. Anyways, it looks like you were caught up in the crossfire of a police investigation. Better luck next time. That's it? You think this doesn't affect you too? It wasn't just us. The Public Peace Bureau was raiding the entire city, kicking out every vagrant and homeless person they could find. They could be here any minute. Well, they're here. Did you know? When wild animals are in danger, they'll run to the strongest leader in the area. I guess that hobo saved me from having to search for my I guess that hobo saved me from having to search for my garbage. Kind of like that Kana's turning on us. There's an unwelcome face. Aren't you the feral hound of the Valkyrie Police School? It's Ogata Kana, but to you, it's Director. I hardly think you and I are on nickname terms. Apologies, Director. What brings you here? That's a weird question for a band of criminals to ask a Valkyrie officer, don't you think? We've let you vagabonds run rogue for too long now. You are under arrest for illegally occupying a park and inciting terror in the surrounding community. Hey dummy, the Chief of Defense was the one who said we could live here. You're trying to tell me, Miss Director, that you're going to go against your superior's directive? How foolish. Tell me, when did the Chief say you could stay here? She may have suspended your punishment, but she never explicitly approved your occupation here. She's right. The park's management falls under the purview of the Culture Office, not Defense. We are only granted a suspension of expulsion. We aren't technically allowed to be here. So they're just going to kick a bunch of homeless kids out of park? That solves absolutely nothing. You're ignoring the real issues here. But how come the Public Peace Bureau is arresting us? Shouldn't the Security Bureau do that kind of stuff? Yes, homeless eviction does fall under their purview. Unless we at the Public Peace Bureau determine that there's a terrorist threat to Kvotos' safety, which would be our current circumstances. Alright, fine. We may not have approval, but we have no intention of leaving. Are you going to drag us out by force? Maybe you have a bad memory, but I recall you all going kaboom and running with your tail between your legs the last time you tried. Watch yourself, Kazukura Moe. The Valkyrie has eyes and ears everywhere. Didn't you lose most of your equipment during the rainstorm last week? I also know you said you sold some equipment to purchase new ones, but it's not nearly enough to adequately defend an area this large as the park. Why don't you try us? The Public Peace Bureau's recently secured firepower beyond your wildest dreams thanks to our sponsors. You're outnumbered and outgunned. No amount of elite combat skills is getting you out of this mess. We've got two options here. You can comply and handle this quietly, or you can fight your losing battle with your useless little toy guns. What? Are you challenging SRT Academy? Guns aren't even my weapons of choice. Maybe you'd like to meet some of my incendiary babies. Is that even enough for us to win, though? We don't have any ammo. Miyako, help? Rabbit Squad, Wait. Sensei? What are you doing here? Ah, it slipped my mind. Chief of Staff did say I did leave the treatment of the Rabbit Squad under Shale's discretion. Hate to break it to you, but even you have no say here. People way above your pay grade have already given their orders for Kosagi Town's redevelopment. Give them some time to think it over. They've had more than enough time. Understood. Consider this me paying my debts. I'll pull back for today. But we can't afford to sit on our hands forever. Either the Rabbit Squad vacates the premises by the end of the month, or we'll vacate them. Even I have to fall in line after all. Pull back. Mission postponed. Okay, so even Kana doesn't want to do this. So that's good. But she kind of has to do her job. The nerve. We were wiping the floor with her last time until Sensei stepped in. It doesn't change the fact that the Public Peace Bureau's beefed up significantly since then. Moe, were you able to confirm if their firearms were manufactured by Kaiba Industries? Duh, clear as day. Those are the weapons we were trying to buy from Kaiser. How could those snot-nosed cheapskates at Valkyrie afford such expensive weapons? I'm baffled. The chief mentioned a sponsor. Maybe they got a rebate? A rebate? It's a sales strategy companies use. If you buy in bulk from us, we'll pay you back a percentage of it, scratching each other's backs. By the way I see it, only Valkyrie's getting their back scratched here. What's Kaiser getting out of it? I shared my theory with the Rabbit Squad. I see. Kaiser Construction is in charge of Kosagi's town redevelopment. and it's a subsidiary like Kaiser Industries. Moving funds between the two would pose no problems. The only thing standing between Kaiser Construction and profit is the homeless population in Kosagi. So they share weapons from Kaiser Industries with Valkyrie, and in return, that means those dirty cops are getting paid in weapons to kick out all the homeless people for Kaiser. Isn't that illegal? It's definitely illegal. If Sensei's theory is correct, Valkyrie Police School, meant to be for the people, is acting as a mercenary organization for private profit. The police colluding with the corporations for wealth? At the expense of the citizens? It's unjust. We might not be great right now, but we're not that bad. It's just a theory. A game theory. Just a theory. Well, as of right now, we have no way to confirm or deny how the Public Peace Bureau acquired their weapons. Valkyrie's transaction records are all stored on a local server, so I can't even hack them. I've absolutely tried. If we could get our hands on some evidence, are we doomed? We could infiltrate Valkyrie Police School's main building and obtain their transaction records. Are you actually stupid? Their school is crawling with, at the very least, hundreds of highly armed military forces. It's a fortress! Even with supplies and backup, I think it's impossible. We would fail on our own. I hate to admit it, but all we can do is make a report and twiddle our thumbs. And where do you submit a report about a police school? Huh? When the police cross the line, who do you go to? When Valkyrie Police School commits a violation, the only secondary police force that can investigate them is us, SRT Academy. Ah, it's making sense now. They got rid of SRT Academy, so that way there's no longer check and balance in place of the Valkyrie. I see. There's no one for them to answer to now. Who else but us? Our entire purpose is to handle situations like this. But do we have the authority? We don't even have a real school anymore. Do you believe what you're doing is right, Sensei? I'll take responsibility. You really are the strangest. Hey, Sensei, is the word responsible even in your dictionary? Are you stupid or something? Yes, I am. So stupid. But you really did remind me of something. We are the SRT, the fastest deploying Special Forces unit in all of Kavotos. We subdue any criminals in violation of public order. Punishment, I punish them with the mightiest of all available firepower, and silently liquidate them before anyone is the wiser. The executives of Valkyrie are truly colluding with the corporation. Uncovering evidence will be no easy matter. This mission's purpose aligns with all the objectives and justice SRT Academy has always upheld. Rabbit Squad, begin preparations for an infiltration mission. As of this moment, we are commencing Operation Cover the Clover to secure proof of the Valkyrie Public Peace Bureau's illegal rebate. Okay, it's about time that this volume has actually started doing something. And it only took 16 chapters. Rabbit 1 reporting. Time is... what? 2330 hours. I've arrived at Point Echo. Guard President has not yet been confirmed, but several electromagnetic signals presumed to be the CCTV devices have been detected in the opposite hallway. This is Camp Rabbit. Affirmative. There were CCTVs there, but I've already took them over. I'm monitoring the video feeds for you, so you're clear to make your way to the Point Sierra. Not a guard in sight. Wow, you hacked it so fast, Moe. Bypassing this level of security is easier than blowing up a building. Mostly. The server has randomized numerical code that changes every 30 minutes, so I can't promise anything beyond that. You either finish it in that time frame, or it's a bust. The code has the Vice President of Veritas written all over it. What a pill. But this is the main building of the Valkyrie Police School. How can there not be a single guard on patrol? Do you have earwax or something? I told you, I disabled the cameras and alarms. I wasn't talking about you, alright? I just can't believe there lacks security and over-reliance on technology. I find it undisciplined and pathetic. It's the exact embodiment of why I didn't want to attend this school. We get it, Little Miss Perfect. The Public Peace Bureau's ledger, the Clover, is located at Point Sierra, on the 3rd floor of the basement. Make your way to the rust stairs. Route is still clear. And to emphasize, I can only keep the alarms disabled for 30 minutes. You dummies better be packed and rendezvous point before then. Rabbit 1, understood. Where's Sensei? Since we had to rappel down from such a high altitude, just to be able to infiltrate undetected, it would have been dangerous for Sensei to attempt with no training. So they'll be supporting from the real. And we couldn't risk a hostile bulldozing their way through the line of fire and harming Sensei. You found my deep dark secret. I'm afraid of heights. We have no choice but to carry out this mission on our own. That's how it is. That's how it's always been, anyways. That's right. We've always pulled through with just us. Just us. Why the long face, Miyako? What's wrong? Nothing. Just reviewing the plan. Okay, Rabbit Squad. Don't let your guard down and watch each other's backs. We're moving to Point Sierra. This has been too straightforward. This is the archive room of all their documents. It's not surprising that it's secured by a solid steel door. Criminals will go to great lengths to hide evidence of their wrongdoings. Who cares about a big door? There's not a single guard in sight. I can't complain, though. This operation has gone smoothly so far. Well, Miyako, let's get going. We don't have much time. This isn't a normal lock. It can only be unlocked via electromagnetic signal. Moe is probably trying to hack the code. What? Does this count towards our 30 minutes time limit? I'm going as fast as I can, alright? Jeez. We don't have time. Can't we breach the door with explosives? Yes, please. Breach the solid steel door with explosives. Be my guest. Oh, and just go ahead and wake up the entire student body while you're at it. What will you do when that happens, you dummy musclehead? Run the decoding program using the secret key I found through the plain text. We're in, ladies and ladies. That took over 3 minutes. Do you think I just have to sit here and wave my magic wand? If it's so easy, why don't you do it next time? We don't have time for infighting. The security system will be live again soon. We need to prioritize finding the evidence that will incriminate the Public Peace Bureau. You're right. I'll take the bookshelves on the right. I hate dark spaces. Let's see. Transaction logs. A receipt submitted by Kaiser Industries a week ago. Jackpot. Excellent work, Saki. Let me see. It seems Sensei was right. Sensei, the Clover has been secured. It's as you said, Kaiser Industries provided free weapons to the Public Peace Bureau in exchange for evicting Kosagi Town's entire homeless population. We got what we need then. Yes, this is exactly what we need to put a stop to this unjust conspiracy. I can't wait to stick it to those Public Peace Bureau goons. Did the door shut behind us? Miyu, what are you doing in front of the door? Well, it's closed. Okay, open it. The thing is, the door... There's no handle from the inside? What? Of course. It really won't budge. Well, of course, it's a fucking door. Didn't you retrieve the clover? Are you guys having a tea party in there? Time's almost up. You need to get back to the rendezvous point immediately. You know, I'd love to do that if this door wasn't closed. What? Which imbecile closed the door behind you guys? Even I know that closing the door to a walk-in vault room activates an auto lock, and I don't study. Well, I thought someone might see if I left the door open. Did I, or did I not tell you I was monitoring the situation on the CCTVs? You acted based off your emotions and not the facts. And look at the situation you put your squad members in. Sorry. You could have at least put in a doorstop. Anything at all. I had no business joining SRT. A dumb scaredy cat who drags everyone else down. I wish I'd never been born. Okay, Miyu. As a sniper, you're not familiar with the indoor warfare. I should have been monitoring the situation in the rear. But it's not your fault, Miyako, at all. Don't try and redirect. Miyu holds every ounce of blame here. I'm pissed too, but now isn't the time. We need to get you out before the security system goes live. What do? I can try these explosives, but we didn't bring much. Can't you just hack the electronic lock like before? I can't do that when the mechanical lock has already been triggered. This is it. I want to go home. Let's calm down first. Miyako, use that brain of yours for something. 5 minutes left. Aren't you our leader, Miyako? Miyako, help. Me? You've got to do something, and do it now. Miyako, I don't know. My leadership's been nothing but failure since we left this SRT. Everything from the protest to when the camp was flooded? Failures. Is this all I'm capable of? I don't even have the resourcefulness or leadership skills like Sensei. I've led my squad members into a life-threatening situation. Do I have what it takes to get them out of it? Or will I just fail again, like I always do? Get a hold of yourself. Sensei? I can't do this, Sensei. The situation is hopeless. If you were here, you'd be able to figure out a way out. See, that's weird, using the same word in the same sentence. No, You'd be able to protect your squad. But I'm not like you, Sensei. I never have been. I tried my hardest, with all my ability. I don't know. I don't know, Sensei. I can't do this on my own. I don't believe in me like you do. You don't have to do it on your own. Look at the squad members who have always put their trust in you. My squad members trust me? Are you stupid? Who else could lead the rabbit squad in a situation like this? Do you think I could do anything? I'm pretty sure there wasn't a chapter on how to handle getting locked in a vault while raiding a police station in my textbooks. I'm always scared and lonely on sniper duty. But you're the one person who's never forgotten about me, Miyako. You think I'm gonna lead us? I have my hands full helping you dummies from over here anyway. So for now, all of us are putting our faith in you, Miyako. Understood. As the field commander, I will be issuing orders to all members. The operation from here on out will be volatile, and every decision will count. I will not be able to address your questions, and selfishly ask you follow me blindly, even if you don't understand my reasonings. But I promise you, we're going to conclude this mission safely and take the Clover back to our home. All of us. Understood? Understood. Approximately 5 minutes later. The alarms at the archive room are going off. Could it be intruders? No way. We haven't seen anything on the CCTVs. It was probably just a stray cat or something. How would a stray cat make it past the vault door? Beats me. Maybe it could have come through a hole or something? Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. What the? Who are you? When it comes to security concerns, you should always assume the worst. That's standard practice. Undisciplined attitudes like yours explain the current situation of Skivotos. Intruders! Miyako is right. All we had to do was trip the alarm on purpose, and the security bureau came running right over to let us out. I guess I should be grateful that our colleagues, who are supposed to be sharing the responsibility of Kavotos, are stupid as hell. But the alarms are still going off. Yes, reinforcements will be arriving soon. The objective is to play this aggressively and catch them off guard, but avoid large groups and open areas. We'll stage our attack at the eastern hallway. It's narrow with a lot of cover. Remain vigilant for ambushes and make your way to the rendezvous point. Move out. Oh, I threw up a little bit.
皆さん、警戒は怠らないように。先生、ご指示を。
Damn.
次の敵はどこですか？
Does that hit both of them? It can, but no, it can't. We'll hold it then.
援護射撃開始。皆さん、これは痛いぞ。ポジションを変更します。ポジション変更します。SRT の力甘く見るなよ。ポジションを変更します。クリア。前進します。すみません。ドローン稼働。援護をお願いします。これは痛いぞ。
That was quick.
クリア。
I like the trash can rabbit. Enemy assault soldiers defeated. Tango 3 is down. Copy. Rabbit 2, move forward to the next point. I'm covering you. Understood. All other members, maintain your current position for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Saki, now discharge Foxtrot. Flash bomb up front. Miyu. Enemy sniper at 5 o'clock. Got him. But I only have one shot left in my chamber. I need to reload. Authorized. Saki, cover her. Leave it to me. Who the hell are these guys? They're slicing through us like a giant organized chainsaw. They're outnumbered and outgunned, but they've managed to push us back so far. Isn't this our school? They're using the environment to their advantage. We'll have to retreat to the central entrance at this rate. Stand your ground. Reinforcements from the Security Bureau should be arriving at any minute. Once they arrive, we'll just bulldoze them over. And at the end of the day, there's only 3 of them. Reinforcements detected at the west entrance. Moe, can you access the school's heating system? I need you to hack the indoor temperature sensor. Systems like that have virtually no security. It's a snap. Raise the indoor temperature readings. We're going to trick their automatic building management system. What I like to hear. How hot? 900 degrees Celsius. It's nice and toasty now. Or at least the building thinks it is. Is that water? The sprinklers are malfunctioning, which means the firewalls are coming down. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good idea, dropping the bulkheads on purpose. Damn it, we're trapped inside the building. Our reinforcements won't be able to get to us anymore. Don't worry, we can operate the firewalls manually from the control room. We can just raise the firewalls and let in the reinforcements. Huh? What's this? Did the intruders forget this? It looks like a C4 explosive, but it has modded lithium battery on top like an IED bomb. Wait, but if lithium gets wet, we're toast. I'm sleepy. What's all this commotion in the middle of the night? What kind of world do we live in? A petty thief invading a police school of all places? And why would they wake up anyone and everyone? The security bureau can deal with some thief. They've got the situation under control. I'll just do a quick patrol on my way back. This is the worst trap I've ever seen in my life, but it's gonna work. I know we all have a reputation for loving donuts, but blatant trap like this in our main building is just ridiculous. What kind of stupid moron would fall for this obvious trap? Oh yeah, that's the limited edition strawberry donut from Master Donuts. With marshmallows. With marshmallows, in that case. Thanks for the treat. You got me. Did that actually just work? Pinch me, please. I doubted it too, but Miyako did say to follow her orders blindly. It worked out in the end. I was nervous too. It was a bit of a gamble. But we only got through the massive enemy force, and to this point, thanks to all of your exceptional talents. It would have been the same result with anyone leading. There you go again. Pardon? Did I say something wrong? Miyako, you stupid head, everything is thanks to you. No one else here led us to this point. It was you. There isn't anyone else in all of Kvotos who could have done what you just did. You assessed the situation, everyone's individual skills, and you deployed us all accordingly. That was you. You were just your little pawns, and you played the game perfectly. We don't say it, but we've always had faith in you as our leader. Even that stuff I said about not recognizing you as our leader, I didn't mean it. Sorry. Thank you, everyone. Regardless, I don't agree that it was all me. The Special Forces operation can only be carried out by all members of the squad. What a stubborn squad leader. It's part of her charm. That's enough chat. We're not in the clear yet. The Valkyrie students will catch up soon. Let's move. Hold it right there, villains. I heard there were some intruders at this school, and it turns out to be you guys. Aren't you? I'm hard to forget, huh? It's me, Kirino, ace of the Public Safety Bureau. I defeated you once with my strike of justice, and I'll do it again. I'll show you no mercy to criminals threatening the public order and peace. Who's this hot-blooded weirdo blocking us? Your orders, Miyako? According to Sensei's intel, the student's shooting skills are definitely... Ignore her. Keep moving to the rendezvous point. They left? Hey, get back here! I'll really actually shoot. I'm gonna shoot if you don't come back. That shot went to the moon. Didn't I subdue them perfectly as last time? I failed my duty. The criminals slipped right out of my grasp. On another note, how come you were laying on the ground with the box over your head? I don't remember. The only thing I know is I have a limited edition donut in my hand. You want a bite, Kirino? So Kirino's accuracy is so bad, she has to not aim at what she wants to shoot. I figured it was something like that. Rabbit 1 reporting. Currently 100 hours. 100 hours. We've arrived. Camp Rabbit, can we expect air support? We're behind schedule because of the change in rendezvous point. Hold tight for 5 minutes. We'll get you out of there. Understood. Rabbit 2, seal off the passage to the rooftops and install barricades. Barricades are already up, and I've already added anti-personnel mountings for good measure. There's one of them now. Let's hope it holds up. They're already at the rooftop door? Are we going to last 5 minutes? A desperate situation? Hostiles approaching and a barely barricaded door. Waiting on tender hooks for a helicopter. Just like the zombie movie we watched last week. How did that movie end again? All the zombies jumped on the helicopter, making it crash, and everyone died? That's not what I want to hear right now. Good thing there's no zombies in real life. You again. You have a real zombie? That's Kana. Seriously, you should really refer to me as the Public Peace Bureau Director. Director at the least. Director Kana? All of the access points to the roof have been sealed. How did you get in here? I scaled the storm drains on the side of the building. God damn. This building has to be at least 10 stories. A student with no rappelling training and no equipment just free climbed on the side of a building? The Public Peace Bureau's motto is to apprehend criminals at all costs. Did you think I could get away? Did you think you could get away with this? I would just let you walk off into the sunset after infiltrating this very school in charge of Kivotos's policing? There's nowhere to go now. Just come quietly. When are you children going to grow tired of your stupid games? You need to face reality. Kivotos doesn't need the SRT anymore. It's an eyesore, and now a public menace. I'll arrest you here and report all of your sordid activities to the General Student Council. Not even the Chief of Staff will be able to stop your records from being expunged. I guess we'll go down together then, Director Kana. The goal of our operation was to secure this Public Peace Bureau's ledger. This is evidence of the illegal rebates you received from the Kaiser Group in exchange for evicting the homeless population from Kosagi Town. How did you find out? Valkyrie Police School was armed with the shabbiest standard-issue gear and was already undergoing budget cuts. Of course it raises red flags when you show up with an arsenal all of a sudden. Being responsible for the security of Kivotos, Valkyrie Police School must conduct its official duties fairly and in accordance with the rules set by the General Student Council. That's the trust the public has put in you. But you, the director of the Public Peace Bureau, turned this arm of justice into a mercenary squad, colluding with private corporations for your own benefit. This is a felony of the highest order and a slap in the face of the Justice Valkyrie Police School supposedly claims. Why? Why do you little children always puff out your chest and tout your pretty, empty words? Fairly and equally? The ideal of public service? Sure, Valkyrie Police School serves the public and should act accordingly. But guess what? The world isn't made of rainbows and butterflies. Discipline? Justice? Ha! You just hide behind your immaturity. You hide behind your immunity and look down on everyone else. But we were the ones getting our hands dirty every day to take care of business. That's what the real world is. It's time to get your noses out of your textbooks. Do you think this is what I want? You think I like being the bad guy? Ideals don't serve justice. Actions do, no matter what you have to do along the way. What do sheltered children like you know? You don't know anything. Yeah, those are just excuses. Is that sensei? Ends never justify the means, Kana, ever. You don't understand. I would have lost everything if I'd held on to my beliefs. I'm the one small cog in the wheel. My hands are tied. What am I supposed to do, Sensei? It was the same for Rabbit Squad, you know. Doing the right thing is never easy. But that's a decision you have to make for yourself. I guess our stupid Sensei does make some good points here and there. If the right decision was the easiest, then everyone would always do the right thing. That's right. No one can decide for you, but you. We're scared and unsure when all this started, but us crazies decided on the SRT no matter what. Thank you as always, Sensei. Director Kana, one thing I've learned recently is that just because your definition of justice is different from mine, that doesn't mean it's wrong. But I can't abide by corrupt justice wielded to dodge accountability and responsibility. That's the high wall between you and me. Miyako, helicopter incoming. Time flies when you're chatting with an old friend. Strap into your harnesses, Rabbit Squad. Let's pull back. We're locked in. Let's go. Hold on tight so you don't get left behind. We'll be on our way, Director. I hope we meet again, under better circumstances. Well, I better get a head start on my apology letter for all this. Current time is 0155. Blah, blah, blah. Current time is 0145 hours. This is Rabbit 1, arriving at Camp Rabbit. The operation yielded no casualties, and the Clover has been secured. Which concludes Operation Clover. Excellent work, everyone. I'm exhausted. I could fall asleep right here. So sleepy. I'm just gonna lay down right here. Miyu, at the very least take off your gear before going to sleep. As well as write your operational reports and wash up for bed. Who am I to talk? I could fall asleep standing up right now. As thrilling as that adrenaline was, I'm ready to relax. Let me just turn off the comms equipment before I sleep. Everyone really put in their all today. And as we agreed before, I'm entrusting the Clover to you, Sensei. We might have uncovered this evidence, but whoever's pulling the strings must be fairly powerful to have backed Director Kana into a corner the way they did. We may be trained agents, but as students are still naive to the ways of this world. This is where our role ends. We'll leave the rest to you, Sensei. Thanks, I won't let it go to waste. After helping move the sleeping students to their tents, I returned to Shale. And proceeded to use the evidence from Miyako to handle things as a teacher would. Well, it appears I will be back in a moment. Okay, so we're back. Finished my dailies. I had to go through chapter 19 again, but whatever. Let's go into 20. Wait, what? There's nothing after 20? Okay. Welcome. As you can see behind me, I'm currently at the Valkyrie Police School. The once well-respected school has been seeing better days. as recent claims accused them of illegal collusion with the Kaiser Corporation. According to an anonymous tip sent to the Kronos School, the students of the Public Peace Bureau have been wielding governmental power on behalf of the Kaiser Group in exchange for money and goods. The world was shocked to hear that a police school entrusted with protecting the public would debase themselves to a petty mercenary group for their own private interests. I'm still reeling in shock. To make matters worse, eyewitness accounts say that the Valkyrie School was recently defeated by a group of robbers who destroyed the facilities. This organization, supposed to keep the citizens safe, couldn't even protect their own home base. Now the real question remains, is Kvotos still safe in the hands of the Valkyrie Police School? As more doubts pile up, apprehension is thick amongst citizens. What the hell do you think you're doing here? Incredible. It's the director of the Public Peace Bureau herself, a key suspect in the investigation. Director Kana, please tell us, why did you enter into an illegal contract with the Kaiser Group? What? Where did you hear that from? No, wait. This is a secure area. You have no authorization to film here. The feral hound of the Valkyrie is now threatening the media in a rage. Get out. I'll break your cameras in half. The situation is spiraling very quickly. It's alright. They've been talking about on the news. Oh, it's all they've been talking about on the news. What if the Public Peace Bureau tries to get revenge? You worry too much, Miyu. What we did was right, and that's all that matters. Anyways, who has time for revenge whenever they're fighting off a crowd of rabid reporters? I can't put my finger on something. What is it? How do I say it? Everything moves so quickly. Corporate scandals normally move slowly and much more quietly. All parties were so agreeable? The General Student Council hopped to their investigation like eager little bunnies, and even the Kaiser Group bowed their heads on the Kosagi Town redevelopment, as if they hadn't poured millions into the project already. If I had to point to something, Sensei, did you threaten the General Student Council? I prefer to say that we came to an adult understanding. Well, either way, I'm relieved it's over. With the development project scrapped, they gain nothing spending time and money to evict homeless population here. And we get to keep our home. Ah, an intruder. Oh dear, oh dear. My fingers have been itching to blow something up. Saki, be a pal and throw me one of my little babies. Stop it. I'm not an intruder. I'm saluting you. Salute. Now you're speaking my language. It's when you greet someone with a gunpowder and lead. You unintelligent hooligans. No matter how I twist it. Trust me, I tried. A monk in pursuit of enlightenment, such as myself, has to pay my debts where they're due. So, well, you've done me a great service, more or less. I know the Rabbit Squad risked life and limb raiding Valkyrie to get evidence of their evil crimes and expose them. We've been able to reclaim our sanctuary in Kosagi Town, and pursuers have been trickling back into the fold one by one, thanks to you, I guess. I know it wasn't for us, but we can't deny you've helped us. So I brought you some of our most revered food, to repay our debt. Revered food? What? Tell me now. If it's mung bean sprout bento, I'll really let Moe blow you to heavens. Please, we're still city-dwelling seekers enlightened in the ways of non-possession. Naturally, I've most generously brought you the absolute best of what we have. Drumroll, please. Voila, a chicken bone karage. The food is gone. Karage. Correct. and it's no ordinary karage. This luxury item is made from deep-fried bones. I mean, you can't eat it, but if you chew and suck on the bones, it's almost the same thing as eating a fried chicken without the calories. To sweeten the deal, you can even enjoy a fresh can of beer while sucking on the bone and pretend you're actually eating. Please, don't all rush to thank me at once. This isn't karage. This is an insult to food everywhere. It's worse than a mung bean sprout bento. No way, it's fried chicken. Can't you unenlightened idiots see that? You dare insult this masterpiece I've so generously offered you? Don't be mean. It's not food waste at all. Really? According to Kivoto's garbage disposal regulations, chicken bones are classified as combustible waste, so it's worse. Food waste this, combustible waste that. You clearly have learned nothing about non-possessiveness. You gluttonous pigs don't understand the value of this delectable dish. I should have known better. The pursuers can never coexist with the greed that reeks from your soul. You think we want to coexist with you hypocritical pieces of junk? Moe, we still have that armor-piercing explosives, right? Let's wage war against these jerk turkeys. They never change, do they? And we've come full circle. This incident has left Valkyrie on a very, very short chain, and I can't turn anywhere without these Chronos gnats buzzing in my face. I really must have done something horrible in a past life to deserve to work with such incompetence. That again? Oh, I was just complaining. Luckily, the rebate Kaiser Corporation kindly granted directly to us has flown under the radar. Director Kana can handle the fallout while our plan continues in the background. Do you have time for your petty games? You should be trying to recruit more trustworthy colleagues. Trustworthy colleagues, you say? What about those underclassmen of yours? They're quite formidable. You can take the fighter out of the school, but not the fight out of the fighter. I realize they're still new, but they're still elite individuals who pass the SRTA entrance exams. Okay, so it's not Wakamo, but it is Fox. They have a very long way to go before they'll be able to uphold the SRT banner. Oh, Yukino, always so strict. No, you're soft, Nico. 30 minutes? And all that commotion? Under my command, we would have been in and out in under a minute with no one the wiser. Can you really compare a ragtag group of freshmen against veterans such as yourselves, Nico? Which brings me back to my point. I'd like to invite the Rabbit Squad to join our coup d'etat. What say you, SRT Academy's infamous Fox Squad? Fine by me. Even if it wasn't their intention, I'd like to crush them with my own hands for fooling the career paths of their upperclassmen. Oh my, I hate to dirty the hands of such adorable little underclassmen. Even children like them understand that dirtying ourselves is the price we pay for enrolling at SRT, for our justice. This plan? No, everything we do is for SRT's resurrection and Shale's demise. Final episode unlocked. Well, It's final episode, but it's not the final episode. Anyway, I was definitely not impressed with this volume's chapter. Like, no. There. That's too loud. So, I was not impressed with this one. Like, okay, so order of best to worst so far. Volume 3. Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 4. I felt like Volume 4 just didn't have any stakes to it. Like, and there wasn't really an end goal. It was just kind of there. Like I said, it felt like filler. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying everything else before it was better. I mean, I just feel neutral. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know what to say. What is y'all guys' opinion on it? Like, did you guys feel like Volume 4 was just kind of mid? I mean, this thing at the end, that was super predictable. It doesn't seem like it didn't have me like super excited for the next chapter. I do wonder what the next volume is gonna. Is it gonna be like just a whole lot of? Is final chapter gonna be completely different? I don't know. Or is it just gonna be more of the same stuff? I mean, there's one way to find out. And we are going to find out. I hope it's better. Man, I really hope it's better. Because I don't want to go through, what, like, did it say like 4 or 5 chapters? What was it? Final chapter. What is that? 4. I don't want to go through 4 chapters of Rabbit Squad again. Right? Like, ugh. I want more of Volume 3. Man, that was so good. Oh well, we'll see what happens next time. So, thanks for watching, and you guys have a nice night. Peace.